This is the only Go High Level guide that you will ever need. Look, my businesses make over $150,000 per month with insane profit margins, and all of them are run on this platform. We've trained thousands of people on exactly how to use this. Plus, my program won the #1 course by the official Go High Level course contest. So today I'm giving you the full picture on how to set everything up. So by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to set up your business or your clients' businesses on this platform. You'll know how to deliver valuable, in-demand services to clients all the way up until getting paid and seeing that money in your bank. I want to introduce you to Christina, who manages all of our agency clients and has done thousands of one-on-one setup calls with people just like you. She is going to be walking you through everything, all the basics, what happens right after you sign up to Go High Level. Then we're gonna get super granular and advanced and dive into each nitty-gritty thing that Go High Level does for you and your clients. Let's go.
Hey there. So a little bird told me that you just signed up to Go High Level, but you're feeling a bit overwhelmed because it's way more than you thought. And this is the goal of Go High Level. It's to be the all-in-one platform, and that's what we're going to cover today. So I'm very excited to walk you through. And in this video, we're going to see how important it is to have Go High Level and if it actually suits your needs, right? So Go High Level was built with 4 main pillars in mind. So first we have it for marketing agencies, we have it for coaches, we have it for local businesses, and as well for affiliate marketing. So Go High Level has even different plans and different aspects that are covered on each part that will suit not exactly with the budget that you need, but actually the purpose of why you're getting Go High Level to start. So let's dive in. This is Christina Mendoza, and I am very excited to walk you through today. See you in a moment. All right, so here I am at the Go High Level pricing page. So this is where we'll find all the packages, and just so you know, what are the main differences here? Because for someone that's just starting out, everything can look like the same. Like, okay, what's the difference on each? So here I'll try to do like a really quick disclosure because it's not really that in depth. So first we have the starter plan, which is $97 a month. The only difference I will say, or the main thing on this plan, is that it only allows you to have 3 sub accounts. So that will allow you to get only 2 clients because you will need one of those sub accounts for your own business. So you will be able to have 2 clients. But of course, like if you get 2 clients, then I'm sure you'll have enough money to afford the 297 plan. Now, what happens when you are on the 97 plan and perhaps one of those clients cancel, it's totally fine. You can reuse that same sub account for another client that can come up. All right, so here we are now on the first part of Go High Level. So let's say that you just created your account and now you have this agency dashboard. You see this option that says click here to switch, what this is about, switching where, what this means. Okay, so let's go part by part. So first of all, Go High Level here has 2 settings, right? We have 2 options. We have the agency view, which is exactly where we are, and we have sub accounts. So what is a sub account and what is the difference with an agency view? So I like to do a little analogy here and look at the agency view as the company building. This is what's sustaining the whole business. And here you are housing the rest of the businesses. So when we say that you are on the agency view, we mean the access that only agency admins have. So you grant this access to maybe your internal team if you have someone managing this, or just yourself. But there's no way that your clients can have access to this part. Because here is, like I mentioned, the company building, the control center, where most of the actions that you have here will impact on the rest of the sub accounts globally. As the changes that you create or that you do inside the sub account, they remain only for that sub account. And we can view a sub account as an office, right, where you will operate a business. And that's why you, as an agency owner, you need your own sub account to operate and to have all of your relations with your clients, to do your outreach, to call somebody, As you will see here, once you are diving through the agency view, you'll see that you don't have an option to call someone, to send an email. So this is a very different setup than when you go inside the sub account. So that is a very common question that people have, especially when someone is under the $97 plan. You know that under the $97 plan, you only have three sub accounts available, meaning that you can have two clients because one of those sub accounts will be used for your business as well. So this is how we're going to be managing under those terms. So understand that right now we are on the agency view, and then we're going to jump on the sub account. And when you know you're in the sub account is because you click here, for example, and then it takes you to any of the sub accounts that you have, which is each client, right? Or each business for yourself. So this is how it goes. Now here we are on the dashboard. So this will tell us globally all of our revenue, how much money we're making globally. So here you'll see different products that we have, and you'll see your stats. You'll see how much money you're making. You'll see how many customers you have, new customers lately, monthly recurring revenue, and total revenue from last month. So here we can get some metrics because this is a very important thing. And as you keep growing your business, you'll understand that if you are a successful business owner, it's because you know your numbers. And knowing your numbers is king in order to operate and know where your business is strong and where it isn't. So that way you can implement new systems or new strategies and actually take action to grow. So it is very important to be very familiar with your numbers all the way. Okay. All right. So let's start with the most important aspects of Go High Level. So regardless of what using Go High Level for, you'll know that it will be used for four main keys. So first we have lead generation. Then we have automations and trackings. Then we have pipeline marketing, which takes you and your lead into a very nice flow sequence of automations that will help you nurture that lead that comes in. And you know that once the lead comes in, we have to work them through super fast and make sure that we turn them into a customer, because a lead is not sales, but it is a sign that you're getting to the right people and that you're making some traction, some motion. So Go High Level will help us to do that, and that's in a nutshell basically what we do. Now, how lead generation is being done, how automations and tracking are working, how the pipeline marketing is working, which is literally Go High Level's biggest piece of the pie. So let's go ahead and let me walk you through the agency dashboard, which is real quick. Let me show you. As soon as you sign up with Go High Level, you will have this dashboard and you will have here a click here to switch, right? When you have this, you can tell that you are not within any sub account. Now, what's the difference between the agency view, which is exactly what we're looking at now, and the difference between a sub account? If we go here, you'll be like, okay, what is this? Why do I need that? Okay, so we can look at the agency view as the company building. This is the control center. And most of the operations that you do here on the agency view will globally impact the rest of the existing or the future sub accounts. So it's very important to have a proper setup here on your agency view. And as I mentioned, it is the company building, the control center. So don't forget about that, because each sub account can be seen as an office where you will run all of the operations for your own company to get yourself more clients and to get your client also to help them get way more business than what they were already having. So I like to think of this analogy, and whenever somebody in person kind of like rents an office, you rent it with desk and then you buy computers and you buy this and that. You're doing exactly the same but online. So they're purchasing not only this online space, this custom software, but they're also purchasing all of the operations that you have, the pipeline marketing, the automations and trackings, and the lead generation, which is amazing. This will make you a lot of money, that is for sure. So now let's get back to the agency dashboard. So this is where you will see in a combination of It's a summary of all of the revenue that you've had in all of the sub accounts that you are getting. So you have the total revenue from last month, monthly recurring revenue, the new customers that have been here, total customers. Now, if you go to the revenue distribution right here, oh, I'm moving this a lot. It's annoying. I'll stop. Right here, you can see per product all of the revenue that you're getting. So this is a distribution, right? And you can just kind of like see in like this pie thing. There you go. And you can like select and isolate per product that you have created. Those products will be made here on the SaaS configurator. All right, so now it's time to go to the SaaS configurator. This is only available at the 497 Go High Level plan, but let me tell you, this is a game changer because you're able to create your own plans, get your pricing right here, generate a payment link for your client to just go and automatically pay, and you're able to add your own features to this plan. So whenever somebody purchases this plan, their sub account will be automatically created with all of these features right here. You can even set a trial period. You can add complementary credits. This starts with $10. This one starts with 15, and this one starts with $20. And this is for the communications, the text messaging fees, all the phone calls, and email marketing as well. So why don't we take a quick look and let's make sure that we create a plan so you have a rough idea on what to add. So the plan name will be Pavlo's affiliate, a description. Let's make money. Perfect. Next. Select the category, default USD. Yeah, it's good. Here you can choose which order. So here we have it in order. So this one will be a pricey one. Now, all right. Let's just do, because we're just having fun, let's just do 5,000. Oh, okay. Let's just do whatever. Okay, so here you can have a user limit, maximum users allowed in the sub account. So you can do 2, 12, wait, 2 right here. Wait, you cannot add that. Oh, well, because 1 is the minimum. But what if I want to do 2? Oh, there you go. As an example, you add the maximum users, or you just don't have a limit. That's it. They can add, and this is the user limit is when you go to the sub account, there's a section that's called My Staff, where your client or yourself as the agency owner, you can add multiple users that will have access to that sub account, and each one can have different permissions. So if you don't want that your client sees the automation parts, perhaps they can just get in, and you just don't want them to be confused with all of the extra things or the funnels or anything, you can just cancel that. But that's done per user, and we're going to talk about it in a moment. Yeah, contact limit as well. Of course, we don't want to add a limit here, because the goal here is to reach out to as many people as possible. So I wouldn't just add this, okay? Okay, do not let this product inside your. Okay, next. All right, so here we are. We have all the features, everything from premium. Perfect. Let's just say, yes, we want this. And you can add a snapshot from here. So let's just do SEO Master Snapshot. This sounds amazing. Let's add this one. Perfect. Next. Trials and credits. Activate trial period. What if we do 14 days? There you go. Add credit while sign up. When a user signs up, you can offer them free credits to use email and telephony services. one-time credits, or recurring credits monthly. So this will be covered by the agency. So I don't want that. All right, let's skip next. And now here we have rebilling. This is really important because as well as you can see on the 497 account, because you can add on any other platforms, you can add other apps. Let's say that Go High Level bills you as the agency $30 for the usage of WhatsApp as an example, but you as an agency owner, you can upsell the client, and instead of them paying the $30 and that's it, you can make money from that and bill them $60. So you can do twice the money, right? So here we have for the phone system. So this will take you per section, per category. So here you can see, for example, how many times, what's the margin, I'm sorry. So how much more than what Go High Level already bills you will be charged to the client now. So you can do this also for email. By the way, this is a very important thing that I have to tell you right now. Your client's card has always and it needs to always be added inside the sub account under company billing. You go to settings, company billing. And I'll say this now because this is a very common question. People are like, but my clients like I already charged them for like this amount. I told them that it was $500 a month, and now you're telling me that it's $20 for the usage of the marketing services on the email, phone number, etc. Yeah, it's no problem. Your client has to cover all of those fees. So it's very common that we just add on their company billing their card. If you have the Stripe integration, it's much easier because you can select the option that you already have this client on Stripe, and it will automatically add the client's card into their sub account for any additional payments that can come up, which is, for example, here with email setting, also for the phone system, etc. People ask me average how much money will they be charged per month. I have ran very large campaigns for clients. Let's say that in a month we reached out to 5,000 people in their contact list, and they were not charged more than $20 in that month. So you don't need to worry, it's not going to be super expensive. And that's also because we don't set a very high margin, right? So if you want to set like a larger margin because it's a very big client and he wants you to do everything very very personalized to him, well then of course you have to, well not you have to, but that's where you can see, okay, it's a good justification that you're going to bill him more for that. I hope that makes sense what I'm saying. But okay, this is basically the point of this. So let's go to WhatsApp conversation. There you go. This is giving you here all the charges, it's giving you here everything. But I'm just gonna leave it everything as is, and I'll just finish this. So now we scroll down, Pavlo's affiliate, perfect. I don't know, I just put any amount there. We all like making money, why not? And when you get the link, oh, I don't think you will be able to see this, but it's taking me to the Stripe account. And it's okay, you don't need to see it. This is very personalized internal from the company, but still it takes me to the Stripe account. But all right, this is for the SaaS configurator, only available at the $497 plan. Believe me when I tell you that it gets better as we go by on each section. It's very cool when we go into the prospecting tool. I'm also sure that this is available on the 497 plan, but I mean, you will have access to this if you use Pavlo's affiliate link for 30 days for free. So this is very cool. Now, here we have a prospecting tool. What this does is that it allows you to search businesses in any area that you'd like, and it will give you an analysis on what they're currently doing. Do they have a Google business profile optimized? Do they have a WordPress account? Do they have a optimized website, etc.? So it will give you all the all the categories that the business has. I don't know how to put it into words, but it really gives you all the info that you need. Let's say that you're about to get into a sales calls with this person, and you want to make sure what are their weaknesses and their strengths, so you can speak the language of this client, right? You did your research before getting to this client, or you can just like the name says, you can just prospect and see, okay, he already has everything, he's already with the company, it's fine. But then you see most of the business that you'll find, you'll be like, they definitely need my services. So let's just do a quick test here with prospecting. Right now, I am, let's say, oh, what can I search? This is exciting. Let's do contractors near me. That's what it said. All right. So here we have these options right here. So we have Las Vegas Remodel and Construction. He has 4.2 ratings here, stars. Okay. WordPress conversion rate, moderate. So we can just pick any. This guy has 5-star ratings, clean 5-star. He's definitely using a vetting system for bad reviews. All right, let's just click on whoever. All right, so here it gives you the address. This is public information that everyone has access to whenever you click on a Google My Business profile, right? Because this is using maps with Google. So Triple H contracting. Oh, sorry, I don't need to say that. I guess I'm sure that somebody can put like a beep into what I just said. But okay, let's move forward. Let's just save this prospect. And here's what happens when you save this prospect. For sure, I wouldn't base on the phone number that appears on the business, because that's probably their office number. Not is not usually the business owner phone number. So you want, whenever you're actually doing cold calling, for example, you want to use a tool that will help you find the actual number of the business owner, and also a phone number verifier, so you know that it's not, if you can send them text messages, if it's a landline, all of that info that you need. So here, let's just wait a little bit for the report to be created. I'm very excited. All right, so here's our report. This is very cool. So here we have the overall score, business details, listings, reviews, website, SEO. So this person, you can easily sell them an SEO plan because they're not optimized. Let's scroll down. For example, this person does not have a chat widget on website. And in our snapshots that we have here in the community, we always include a chat widget because we like to see a website also not only for information, but also we need to take advantage of the traction that we're getting because we're giving visibility to our clients. So we want to make sure that they can capture leads, whatever that people can see about their business, right? So either we do forms and we do chat widgets, etc. So this is a very important element that it can be a big selling point for them. Text enabled business number. They don't receive text messages. Come on, you have GoHighLevel, you can totally sell this to them. They have a WordPress site. Okay, they're not doing Google Ads. You can also jump in there. They don't reply to the reviews. This is a big thing. With GoHighLevel, we can also reply to reviews directly from GoHighLevel once you link up Google My Business. And you can also set up like a AI automated responses. Okay, here we have everything. Okay, they are found on Google Places, which is basically Maps, Bing, Yelp. They're not in MapQuest. So here you can see everything that they're doing. You can tell that this person is, out there with the whole lead generation. Yelp, a lot of contractors complain a lot, so maybe you can kind of like dig a little bit there and be see like, how is Yelp going for you, by the way? And they'll be like, oh, not too well. Or if they say, oh, amazing, you tell them, what if I maximize that, right? So here we go. This is the whole thing, and there's much, much more. Review summary, total reviews, the average response time 15 to 30 days. It should be 24 hours, Negative reviews, we can bet that. Oh, this is the examples of negative reviews. I love this. I didn't get this far into it, but this person said, totally incompetent, the absolute worst in integrity and workmanship. This is the worst thing, and you have to read this during the sales call. Please do not miss an opportunity to read a business owner their bad reviews because it is a turn off for potential customers for them. You have to let them know that this is actually hurting them. Not because you want to be mean with them, of course. You have to be very respectful, let them know, hey, I noticed something and this is really not a good look for you. And just let them know, hey, I understand. There's things that happen, but we actually have a system to help you bet bad reviews, but also, being held accountable for that because you will be notified for those bad reviews. Because it's important that your business knows about this and that you learn from it in case that there was something that was actually happening. But yeah, this is an important thing. It's a good sales point. But yeah, there you go. This is very in detail, and you have the SEO analysis. Here is even telling you on which page of Google they are ranking. So they're only one number one on this page, but on the rest, on this radius, which is a small radius. So this is not a good look because as you can tell, it's a small radius. This is in the area of Henderson, and it's just not looking good. But I wonder if it tells you exactly which. Oh, there you go. This is the keyword. General contractor plus near me. This is the exact keyword where that is doing the search for you. I never got that much in depth into this. This is actually really good analysis. I'm blown away, honestly. I'm so glad I'm doing this video. Okay, there you go. And here you have the competitors. And you can show the other business that's 5 star and be like, hey, this business is completely taking over your client. So I don't know what you're doing. There you go. And you can export PDF and you can turn this into a whole PDF. So you can save this info and you can even send it to the client if you want or not. I mean, it depends. I'm just saying. You can keep it for the records. Share report as well. You have a link, which is amazing. Well, I hope that this was fun to you because I had a lot of fun. I found out about new things myself. Now, don't stress about you not having the prospecting tool because this is only available for the 497 plan. But if you really want this, I'm sure that if you follow the courses, you really put all of your effort in and you work for this, you will be easily making enough money to afford the 497 plan. You just have to put in the time and the work. And this is for whatever that you do in life. So I'm sure you got this. But all right, now let's jump into the sub account section. This is something that everybody has. And but one difference is that when you go to this section where you will see all of the businesses that you are handling, or basically like the offices, just like the analogy that I said, the difference here on the 497 plan is that you're able to see a little bit of like a report here, active users, number of contacts, calls, emails, da 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 da, etc. You get to see everything. So as I mentioned, this is basically a new office, and this is where you see them. So when you click on the name, it will take you to the configuration, SaaS usage limit, etc. So from here, you can handle a few things. But if you already have this client, set up, I don't even touch this place. So once my client is already added and it's already like paying and everything is going, here is just a library of all of the sub accounts that you have. There you go. Now to create a sub account, we click here on the blue button, create sub account. And now you will have here 3 options. GoHighLevel has their own snapshots here, which is very cool because, I mean, they're basic, of course, but they do have good websites. They have certain things that you can maybe grab a few things from there. So it's good to take a look as well. Also, the cool part about GoHighLevel snapshots is that you get a setup guide. So it will tell you exactly like what this snapshot has, jump to general setup, jump to quick wins, jump to level up, etc. So it gives you like everything, like how to set it up. It's very cool. I like that part of them. Now we have here your own snapshots, and it can be that, let's say that you have your first client that's spa business, and you manage everything, you customize it. It took you forever to have everything set up and everything created. You're like, okay, amazing, finally. But then you get another spa client, and you're like, oh, wait a minute, I already did all of that job. So then you turn that account into a snapshot, which is a collection of settings, a collection of templates from another sub account that you can add to another sub account without, so you don't have to work on the same thing twice. And this is a very cool feature. Of course, it does not transfer sensitive data. You're not transferring none of that other business information or contacts or anything. You're just adding the workflows that you created, all of the funnels, websites, everything, the templates that you have overall, which is really cool. It saves you tons of time. And yeah, there you go. And here, imported snapshots. This is where you will find all the snapshots that you get from Pavlo's community. So this is really amazing. Now let's just say that we have my snapshots. So let's do the body contouring snapshot. Sounds cool. Now, this is a cool feature because you can add the account manually, or if they already have a Google My Business page, you can find them here and it will pull up all of their data already. So it automatically adds all of that. So here, I don't have it. So I'll just do whatever. Let's just wait. It needs to load. That's everything I am doing. Christina's testing account. Did I spell it right? Oh, wait. This is the name of the business. Street address. We're just making things up. Yeah, okay. That's in New York. Niche. Well, I did body contouring, so what will that be? Spa? Alright, I'll fill this up. Perfect. So our sub account is now created. I added here all of the information. Amazing. So here you can go two ways. You can either go straight to the sub account or you can add the snapshot. So adding the snapshot is super easy. You just have to go into actions here, load snapshot, and just you will just select whatever that you like. So here the system will tell you the imported ones. It'll tell you the ones that you own, vertical, which is from GoHighLevel. So I'll just do mine. Well, no, let's do, yeah, whatever. It's just whatever. Let's do body contouring as well. Proceed. Now, this is a cool part because you can handpick what you want from a snapshot. I do not suggest you to do this without being familiarized with the snapshot first, because let's say that you're like, oh no, all I care from this is the calendars and the funnels. Okay, perfect. But then you know that that calendar has also workflows and it has reminders and it's linked to a pipeline and it has this, it has tags, it has whatever. So you never know until you actually use it. You're familiarized with it and you know that now you're able to actually change and move certain things around. So you will just go to the plus button, skip or select, right? But as I'm mentioning, as a rule of thumb, always add everything. And just let's keep proceeding. I just keep proceeding. I don't know what's happening, but I just keep proceeding. Nothing will stop me. And now here the system should send you a little notification that it's ready. It's usually done within a few seconds. So here, there you go. This is added. Okay, so now let's click on switch to sub account. This is now the office. This is now the sub account. And do you see the difference here? To start on top, here you see the name, Christina's testing sub account. If you were on the agency view, it will say switch to a sub account, but it doesn't. So we are in the sub account. And I don't want to walk you through the sub account just yet. I just wanted to tell you, like, come into full circle with the sub account creation and all the steps that you need. But in a moment, we'll jump right into this section. All right. All right. So now let's get back to the agency view. I'll just click here and switch to agency view. Let's go. There you go. Click here to switch. Now the next part is the account snapshots. So I already walked you through a little bit about it. This is very cool. This is available, of course, in every single plan, so you don't need to worry. And now here we have, as I mentioned, my snapshots, imported insert snapshots, and snapshot templates. Just as is. We already talked about this. You know this part. Now, when you click on create snapshot, just like I mentioned on the example that you work for this spa company, this spa business, and you already did everything and you don't want to go through it again and you have another spa client. It's as easy as spa test in my case. Not real. Just so nobody gets confused. And from here, you will see all the sub accounts that are created. So from any sub account that's here, we have many. You can tell the experience is there. We have a lot of sub accounts. So just to keep it nice and simple, let's just do one that is not working with us anymore. Next. Here you go. You can have the assets that you'd like. You can remove things, add, whatever. So I'm just, of course, as usual, just adding everything and we just create. It's loading. You can edit and you click on share. When you click on share is when you get the permanent link. Yeah, let's get permanent link. This is in case that you want to transfer this snapshot to another agency that's also using GoHighLevel. But if you want to use this existing snapshot into another sub account, you already know the steps. But I wanted to walk you through all the way in. Okay, now, so on the next part, we have the affiliate portal. And just like I mentioned, right, GoHighLevel can be used for SMMA agencies, which is marketing agencies. It can be used for coaches, for local businesses, and affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing is when you are having other people joining to GoHighLevel using your affiliate link that will give you a commission, and you will get a commission forever until this person keeps paying, right? So on this section, you're able to see, okay, first of all, you have your referral link. You're able to see your monthly revenue. You get to see all of the customers that you have, which is very, very cool. It gives you like all the data that you need if you're using this. So you get promoter reports, payment details, da 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 da. You get everything. Now, on the demo, this will give you a lot of confidence. Whenever the client has an idea, instead of you being like, I don't know, you got it. All right, so next on we have partners. This is a very cool tool because GoHighLevel has their own partners, of course, like the name says, where you can reach out to them. And they are classified according to different niches, according to different specialties that they have. And you can go for very much more in-depth help if you need that. So I think you can do one-on-one with them, which is very cool. So this is for sure a really cool tool that you can use. Now here, I clicked on university and it took me to another tab. So this is the GoHighLevel courses. This is like what they currently have for you to learn more about how to use and set up stuff. So I hope that this can also be a tool that you can find a lot of value from. Next on, we have SaaS mode. This is also available only for the 497 plan. This is just a quick guide on how to get started, all of the differences, why doing it, what is it all about. So here you'll find all the information. There's a quick video here that it's very nice. So you better not miss it if you have this, right? Now let's go click on GoHighLevel Swag. Well, this is just a GoHighLevel merge. You can buy hoodies, you can buy hats, you can buy shirts, anything that you need. And you can also have limited edition for babies, for pets. It's just a little bit of everything. They have their own merch. It's funny. This section right here, it's my favorite. So give me one moment. One of the things that makes Go High Level stand out is that they listen to their customers. That's why they have this ideas portal on Go High Level available on any plan. And this is very cool because here you can see all the boards is categorized by sections, and here you have all of the comments that are on this part. So you can come in and you can do your own opinions about it, and you can share your ideas into like, okay, I actually think it will be working best if we optimize this section, or if we do this, or if we do that. So they do listen on it, and the way that you'll know is if you scroll down. Here you have what's planned, and it's on invoicing, client portal, what's in progress, and what's already has been completed, which is amazing. I really love that they do this. This is brilliant that they're listening to their customers, and that we have a portal where we can come in and share our experience and share how we can improve. And Go High Level listens. This is one of their biggest wins, because no other platform does this ever. You usually have to go to support, get help, and oh, share your whatever. It's literally not even, nobody will read that. But in this case, you will. So Go High Level, it's really taking a step into the future by offering this feature for sure. All right, so now let's white label your app right now. So remember, this is the app that you download on your phone, and that your clients as well will have access, so they can take their leads wherever they go. Now, the coolest part of here is that you are able to just take ownership on this and say, hey, yeah, this is what my team built. This is, you take, how do you call it? All the credit. That's what I wanted to say. Take all the credit from this, so it's amazing. Let's jump right in. Again, this is a feature that's only available for 497 plan, which is a SaaS Pro, and you will be billed an additional 497 a month to have this feature on. So another thing, because we already have customers on this agency, once we set this whole thing up, it will not interfere with the actual activities that our clients already have. So what we can do is we can send this to the clients to their account, so they can download it themselves, and then it will transfer all data. But right now, if we don't tell them anything and I don't send it to their account, nothing will happen. Okay. So nothing to be scared. Another thing that GoHighLevel mentioned on one of their webinars, so don't quote me, but I saw that they said this whenever they were introducing the white label app. They said that we can only have one white label app overall. But if one of your clients is requesting to have this app downloaded for them and their team and all of their management, you can go with Go High Level support, and they can help you set this up as well. So, I mean, you can go ahead and tell them. All right, so now I have only one logo, so I will use this logo for everything. We have the app icon, login screen, splash screen. I'm just going to use the same logo on everything. Later on, I can change it, I'm sure. So I have here everything. I'm very excited for this. Oh, let me save this. Amazing. Now let's go to splash screen. Oh, no, sorry. So you have to add them for both, which I don't have for both. So be prepared with variations of your logo, which will look cool. Oh, nice. So here is asking me actually for an image within a specific size. So what I did for these images, for the resizing, I literally just Google image resizer. I click on the first link, and it was super easy. So let me go ahead and do that real quick, and I'll be back with you. All right, so I did the same on all of them, and they are all saved now. Don't forget to click on save. Oopsie, I already added it, so it's sending me an error. It's fine, it was already saved. Now let's go ahead and do customizations. Edit custom. So here we can add colors, fonts, etc. So this is a fun part. I really like this section. All right, so now we have here primary color, and here they will give you a little preview. I'm like in a darker blue shade, kind of like this. Oh, this looks awesome. I love this color. No, this one looks better. I'm here overthinking. You can change it later. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. An error color, perfect. Let's see how it looks. It actually looks pretty cool. Can you see? You like it? I like it. All right, here we have all the shades. Now fonts. We only have like 4 different fonts. So let's see. No, this one could be. You can look at the preview right here. It's changing the font. I think I'll do Inter. I think it looks a bit more professional. Perfect. Modules. So here's where you can see, you can add custom modules for people to see. So let's just leave it as is. Later on, we can change this, and then the order that you have, you can drag and drop it. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's finish. I am very excited. Proceed. Okay, so now it's time to pay. I'm just going to do the monthly. Let's go ahead. Why not? Pay. And I have a few clients that have asked for this, which is amazing to know that they can also have this on their own. Awesome. So here we have now profile enabled. So you have to go in order. As you can tell, I cannot go to the overview unless I finish all of this info. Okay, so I did a little bit of everything here. I added the terms and conditions link, privacy policy, remember that. In the community, we also have this free generator, so you can do this faster than ever. I have a little app short description, the all-in-one platform right in your pocket, that your leads everywhere you go. And the app description, easier than ever. Let's track not just what campaigns bring leads, but which ones are bringing in revenue to optimize operations based on profit. I don't know. I think it sounds good. Let's save details, and hopefully this let us continue. Thing is that it's asking me for developer development details, so I don't have access here to the Zapier that we use and all the Apple developer credentials. So I have to go over and do this with the agency owner, which is Pavlo, of course. So I think up to here we're good. I feel after that we will have the overview, and then we will invite the sub accounts to this white label app. Either way, I will not be able to show you here on the computer because you will be on my phone, so I will have to like do this for you to see it. Um, but anyway, so I hope that this was helpful. Next section, which is marketplace apps. This is, I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't need to go that much in depth. I think it's very self-explanatory. We literally here as well. We are on the 497 plan. This is where you can customize your app. You have some white label verified sections here. You have free trials. This is paid. You can check on buy sections if it's for advertising, analytics and data, calendar and scheduling, etc. So this is very cool. So I don't really need to go much in depth. I'm sure you got it. If you're here and you want to do this, I'm sure you can have this. And here you have manage app permissions. Oh, it's also very cool. They have everything. So I'm sure you got this. Now, the next part that we have here is, let me move this a little bit, is manage Facebook ads from GoHighLevel. So this is a feature added by UpHex. It's basically plug and play. It's very simple to use. Pablo already has some templates as well that you can use, but you don't need to stress about it. You're starting out, no worries about this section at all. And if you want to learn more, we have a full course on this inside the community, so make sure to check that out. It's very cool. It's actually easier than ever now to manage Facebook ads for a client and make sure that you get them results as soon as possible. So that's all I have to say about that. All right, so next we have, now I click on settings. Let me go there again. Oh, this is a bit annoying. I'm sorry. So I'll go here back. This is where we were earlier. I'll click on settings. And now we are under my profile. This is done by user. You can have your own agency account and you can have, or you can be an admin from an agency. And here you set up just your basic information, name, email. Super easy. You can change your password. They're good. The next part here is where we have company. On the course, you'll already see how to set everything here up. This is where you white label the desktop app. So it's very different to have white label the mobile app that's only available at the 497 plan. And other thing is to white label the desktop app. White labeling desktop app is available on any plan, so don't let anybody fool you. Because a lot of people tell me, "Oh, but how am I supposed to set this up?" So this is actually for free. You only need to use one domain, and with that domain, you have everything covered, which is amazing, you guys. Here you can also do the API domain. We didn't do it here. But this is very important because every link that's automatically created by GoHighLevel, like payment links, calendar links, all of that will also have your domain, and it makes it look very professional and super customizable. So also you can do this within any sub account for each of your clients, so their links also have their domain. It's just a matter to come in here. You just type in, wait, it's very easy. I know it's a lot of new terms, but I really like, if I was able to pull this through, I'm sure you got it as well. Because I was the least tech savvy person in the world, and thanks to Go High Level now, I feel like I could take over the world, honestly. But but yeah, so this is a thing on its own. But here, all you need is to go to your domain provider, whatever you purchased your domain. It could be GoDaddy. It could be Namecheap, it could be Hostinger, any platform that you used. And from there, you will go to your DNS records and you will just add exactly what they tell you. You don't even need to know what they're for or their names or anything. Just add it as is, follow the instructions, and you'll be good to go. Yeah, so all of this. Now on theme, I also go through this on the other courses that we have for the complete setup. So I don't need to go through over this as well. Billing and dashboard. This is personal. This is on what plan you're in, your own sub account, and this is what your add-ons do you have. So right now I have add-ons, which is the white label mobile app. I'm already subscribed. I just did that. We also went over phone integration, email services. That is amazing. Now, next we have conversation AI. So here you can set it up for any of your sub accounts. So this is something that you can see within the sub account. So we can talk about this later. If you want to know more, we click on this link and it will tell us that the Conversation AI is an advanced feature that leverages AI technologies that will enhance customer interactions with your business. So this bot can be tailored to solve complex problems and provide safer, more accurate answers than any AI chatbot on the market. That's what they say. But it's actually true. Like, it's really cool. Like, there's people that get really obsessed about this because it just really saves you a lot of money, a lot of time, and it takes care really well of your clients and it can do sales for you. So, not to be like that, do your own sales, please, but this will help you as well. So, here we have an article when you click on Know More, and it will tell you how to configure it and everything. So, if you want me to go ahead and do it, I can also go ahead. All right, so here we are. The way that we will set up the Conversation AI will be done within the sub account. I upload the name right here. Let's go to settings and let's go to Conversation AI. Now, all right. So this is very simple. This feature has been with GoHighLevel for a little bit already. So I think it's about time to actually maximize this. It's kind of like having ChatGPT with you, but it really can, take a look into your website, your calendar, so it can help you book appointments automatically. So this is very cool. Of course, to set it up fully and properly, you have to also link up triggers and workflows, which I don't have them right now, but if you want to have that, perfect. Like, you can put it here in the comments and perhaps we can also help to get that for you. But in the meantime, I'll just show you a quick thing just so you can see. So now, first of all, here you can check which supported channels you can use here. We can have SMS, chat widget, live chat. We can have all of them, like depending on which chat. Well, we don't have And we don't have this one, but let's just use both. Live chat. All right, perfect. Now, here, all right, now, so the autopilot mode is, the wait time before responding. This makes it look more natural. If you want it to be quicker, it's fine, but it looks more robotic, just so you know. Maximum messages you can add here. Send bot to sleep when I send a message manually or through a workflow. Perfect. Or set to 2 hours. This is a current plan, as you know. It's this very there's almost nothing per message, so it's no issues. So here I like to have it on autopilot, honestly. It's better because this will send messages automatically. Now if we save this, perfect. Now let's go to bot trial right now. This is very cool because you can start, for example, something very simple. How much are your packages? People will ask about this very often. Okay, perfect. So if you do here, for example, if you didn't like it, it kind of like helps you edit the response in case someone asks for something like that when you know that it's like a common question a prospect can have. You can train the bot here, you add specifically what you want. You take a quick look here in general questions. So after that, let's just go here to, let's go ahead into this. Configure intent. Perfect. So here is cool that once you select here that you want that the bot also automatically sets up an appointment for you. So you add it here and you select which calendar. So for example, Christina client meeting. If you click on this section, of course, this will be disabled and now they will just send the link so someone manually books it. So let's go ahead and save this and give it a try under the bot training. Let's go on real quick. Let's see what happens. This is the first time I tried. They're opening. Okay, that's awesome. Yes, please.
So the next step that we will cover is under settings inside your agency view, we will go to team. What are we doing here? Okay, so it's very important to make sure that the agency owner has the right access. So being the agency owner, as you can tell, the system will automatically generate this user because this is a user where, you know, you created your GoHighLevel account. And being an agency owner, the system gives you global access to all of the sub accounts, to the agency view, and you can basically run all of the operations as is. But there are certain actions that are restricted only to staff members of the sub accounts, like linking up a calendar, which is a very common issue that can come up if you're not added to the location as a staff member. So the way that we're going to do that is really quick. Let's click on edit. I will scroll down to user roles and then I click on the sub account that I want. If you do not have a team that will be helping you with your clients and with all of those operations, I suggest you to also add yourself to all of the sub accounts that you have, just so you don't have any restrictions. And there you go. We just click on save, and that's it. When we are inside the sub account, you will notice that now, if I go, and let me show you, if I go to my agency account, if I click on settings, now I have a my profile option, which is really cool because it allows me to add my personal time zone. It allows me to add my own availability, all of my integrations, I can see them from here, and also the calendar configuration. But we will get there in a second. But I just wanted to show you how this will all look. And if I go to my staff, here you can find me now. But all right. See you in the next video. Hey guys, so now I'm back here to the agency view. We just saw here team and we gave ourselves access to our sub account because now we are part of the staff. The next step is the phone integration. And what we do here on the agency view regarding the phone integration is that we must select a phone system to operate within the sub accounts. So inside the sub account is where we will purchase the phone numbers, we will forward it to another line, and so on, which we will talk about it later. But what is telling us right now? So he's giving us two options. We have Lead Connector and Twilio. So they're both basically the same, but Twilio is an external app from GoHighLevel that it allows you to connect it here. That's it. And Lead Connector is the GoHighLevel phone system that we have. The thing is that sometimes there might be different availability in the countries that you're getting Twilio or Lead Connectors. So before you decide which system you're using, I suggest you to just do a quick Google search and see if your country is available in that system. But okay, in this case, I am in America. So in America, Lead Connector will be the best option. So what we have to do is just click here, use LC. I acknowledge, confirm, and now I will be billed $1 for the setup, and it's just a one-time payment. Oh, I need to add my card. Give me 1 second. All right, so I added my card. I just went to billing. You go to payments, and you add your card in case that you don't have it. All right, so let's try again. I acknowledge, confirm. Perfect. All right. Now that we paid $1, it's just one-time payment, as I'm saying. I'll go to sub-account settings, and now we need to click on this little link. So now we can enable Lead Connector inside this sub-account, and now the system will allow us to purchase phone numbers and manage them. So this is also an important step. There you go. So when we are inside the sub account, we will talk a bit more about a phone system, and we're going to get one together. Thank you. Okay, now that we're done with the phone integration, the next step is email services. Okay, so the purpose behind the email services is that we need to link up our domain as an email address. So instead of at gmail.com, we will create an email that will go in my case, at buildify.site. So this is very important, and it's important also to understand that this is not replacing any inbox, any Google Workspace, anything that you already have. Keep it as is. This is for internal control. This is for marketing purposes, so we can launch our automations, bulk campaigns, and so on and on. For cold outreach, we do not recommend you to use the internal GoHighLevel. Sometimes it's best to use Instantly or other external apps that will do your cold outreach for like mass campaigns. But here within the system, it's very important for the automations, reminders, and for campaigns and internal operations overall. You need this for your clients, you need this for yourself. So this is a step that you cannot skip. All right. So this will look the same when you go inside the sub account. If you go to settings, I think you will also see the email services, and it will look exactly like this. And the only difference is that when we add the email services inside the agency view, which is where we are right now, the system will allow you to share the same email that you just added, the same email domain, with any sub account that you have. And this is good. This can be very helpful if you want to save some time when you're doing the onboarding for a client. But when you do the email service and you add the email domain inside a sub account, that domain is now exclusive for email inside that sub account. So you cannot share it. I hope that's not confusing, but that's the big difference. I mean, in a big scale, all that we do here on the agency view, we can share it. And inside the sub account, you don't share the email, and that's it. All right. So the setup is exactly the same on both ways. So I'll do it here, and I'll just click here on create dedicated domain. Now, if I click here, let's just type in buildify.site. Let's say that I created a Google Workspace with my domain. So this is taken and I cannot use it anymore. But I can create a subdomain and we create it right here. We don't need to do anything else, but just type in here, for example, mail dot. And now we click on add and verify. We follow the same steps and it will be just the same. Now, just think about this as the at gmail.com. So if I add the subdomain, it will be at mail.buildify.site. But I will now link it up because mine is free. So mine will be at buildify.site. But this is all that we type in, just the domain name. We'll do the rest in a second. I'll go to add and verify. Just the same, this is telling me that it's pointing to an email server because I purchased my domain with the email permissions, but it's no problem. Let's just use the same. Perfect. Continue. All right. So now we're going to copy and paste everything as is into our advanced DNS. So the first thing that we're adding is a TXT record. So I'll just go back and forth. It's like now we will add another TXT. Now, under Namecheap, every domain provider is different, but here on Namecheap, if you click on Add New Record, you will not find the MX records. That's why we have to scroll down a little bit to Mail Settings. Click here, and now find Custom MX, and that's it. This is where you'll find the MX records. If you ask, how do I know about the priority? Is because I do this every day. And when you click here on verify records, it will give you the full info. So there you go. Here you have the priority. And now we're missing the D mark here. So let's also add this one because this is optional. This is for security. So the system is letting us also add it. So we're having a TXT. Here it's telling us this monitors your email traffic, sends unauthorized email to spam folder, and the final policy and the ultimate goal of implementing DMARC. This policy ensures that unauthorized email doesn't get delivered at all. I mean, I think it's helpful. So let's add it. Okay, verify domain. So right now it's on yellow. So I like to push it a little bit and go back and forth into verify until it's all in green. There you go. Perfect. All right. So the next step is now to set a default header. So every email that comes out from the GoHighLevel account, it will have a default name and a default email address. Whenever someone gets a reminder or an automation, it's good to have a default one. And you can change this whenever. So let's do, and now I will create my email, right? It makes sense to do, sorry. Let's do support at buildify, is dot site. Okay. I need to remark again. If you do a subdomain, like I mentioned earlier, and let's say that the subdomain was mail, this is how it should look like. When we do the default header, you have to type in mail dot, the subdomain, and then the domain, because that is how it works. But I didn't do this. Wait, sorry. Perfect. And this will be exactly the same setup that you do inside the sub account. But now we are here on the agency view. So we have one last step to go. I'll go back here and then we click on location settings. I will click on the little pen and we will set up the domain that we just linked up. Perfect. Now, if I go inside the sub account and if I go to settings, email services, here we go. We have this one. And by the way, you can create multiple and you can add multiple domains, multiple subdomains. It's no problem. It all depends on your operations and what do you want to do. And okay, when we are inside the sub account, in a moment, I have a couple steps left to do. I will show you how to use the email and we're going to test it as well. So see you in the next video. Okay, so now that our email is fully set up, now we're going to the next step. I'll click here under the settings on go back. And now we are going to account snapshots. This part is very important because now we need to make sure that we have access to Pavlo's resources, everything that he is sharing under the SaaS Core program, which is the main course. It has everything that you need to grow your business from zero. And even if your business is already set up and it's going great, this will help you scale your business. So let's go ahead and now first, let's talk about what a snapshot is. So, Snapshot is basically a clone of another GoHighLevel sub account. So, it allows you to freely use all of the features, all of the assets that this other sub account had. So, this includes all of the automations, the workflows, the calendars, sites, funnels, everything that you can ever create. Of course, it does not include, all of the contact info, business info, none of that, but the structures, everything that's already built, you can copy it here. So if we go to the course, I'll go to classroom. I'll select the SaaS Core program. And I'll go here to module 2, GoHighLevel import setup. So under the agency in a box, this is where we will make sure to watch this video and always take a look under the video descriptions because that's where Pavlo is sharing the resources. Sometimes the resources will be in a form of a Google document, a slideshow, or something, but always make sure to open those links because there's a lot of things that will it will make things easier for your company and it's already built out for you, so why not? All right. So in this case, how are we going to import this? How are we going to add it to an account? Okay, so a snapshot, in order to add it to an account, is all done in 2 steps. The first step is we need to import the snapshot inside the agency view, so we have it available as a resource. And then we manually add the snapshot inside a sub account, and that's basically how it goes, so we can use it. So I'll click on the link. Click yes, import now. And now we have it here. So the agency in a snapshot, this one, of course, goes inside your agency account. This is your business model as an agency. I'll show you a little bit more of what it has, but you can definitely, you should not miss this at all. Now, I'll go ahead and also add a couple more. The client in a box has all of the services that you are selling under the SaaS plan. So it's also nice if you're selling the, like ads or something like that, always add this one as well, because it will get you a lot of extra services that your client will really value. This is already here built out and you can upsell your client to this. So Don't miss on this. We have the database reactivation campaign, reputation management, etc. Yes, import. Perfect. And now let's do also the reputation management. This is aside from the client snapshot because this is an additional snapshot for reputation management that has the funnel with 5-star rating that is very attractive for clients because we are vetting bad reviews and good reviews. So let's go and also get this one. But along the course, I counted them. There's so many snapshots. There are around 10 different snapshots, and Pavlo keeps adding more. I actually think it's like 14 now. I don't know. Don't miss on these tools, guys. All right, perfect. Now that we have the resources in place, now let's go to the sub account center. All right, so we have two ways to add a snapshot in one account. So, first of all, when you first create a sub account, the system will ask you if you want to do a blank sub account, if you want to add any template from GoHighLevel. These are very, well, they're very basic, but maybe the website or something, you can grab something from there. But you'll find here your imported snapshots. So you click on select, continue, and then you create the account, and that you'll be good to go. So let's close this. But when we have an existing account, it's important to note that GoHighLevel allows you to add multiple snapshots to a single account. So that's good. So I am here under the sub account center. I'll click on the name of the sub account and it will take me to the account details. Here on the account details, at the top right here, we have a blue button named Actions. I click on Load Snapshot, and let's add the agency. I will proceed. On the second step, the system allows us to see all the assets that are found inside this snapshot. And it's very cool because you can handpick what is it that you need. But look, it has so many features. It's very nice. All right. Of course, if it's the first time that you're adding a snapshot, I suggest you to add everything. Don't skip any part because things are linked with each other. For example, when you are more familiarized with a snapshot, you'll notice that for Pavlo is a rule of thumb that whenever you have a calendar, you will always have a workflow added to the calendar and you will always have tags and other things to make a calendar fully functioning with reminders, confirmation, and all of that. Just as an example. So I wouldn't really recommend to skip things. So let's proceed. Here I just keep proceeding and click on OK. There you go. Now we can go inside the sub account and start setting it up.
Okay, so now here with Reviews AI, this is really cool because you can either set this up on the company level, so all your sub accounts globally have this enabled by default. So you scroll down here, for example, Conversation AI or enable Reviews AI. Of course, I don't have access because I'm not the agency owner, I'm an agency admin here. This is where you have it all enabled. Or if you just want to go directly to each individual sub account and handpick which ones, so just come here, enable or disable. And the way to set that up is actually pretty simple. So let me go all the way to okay, now we are here on this sub account that we have everything set up now. So this is an actual client and this sub account is already integrated with Google My Business profile. So here I went on the Launchpad. When I did this client's onboarding, they were sharing their screen on their computer and I took remote control. So that was done on Zoom. You can also do that on Google Meet as well. And because they were connected under their Chrome to their Google business profile, it was very easy on the Launchpad. I just clicked on connect and it was very easy. So now we already have a full setup on how to do the whole reputation management. So don't miss that out on the course that we have. But right now to look into the Reviews AI, as you can tell, this is automatically set up already. So we are literally answering to following up with people. So here we have reviews, and this is, for example, they published a review at 5:54 and the review was answered the next day at 5:55 a.m. And as you can tell, it has a wait time already. So it looks also more organic instead of like right away answering. So this is pretty cool. And here we have all of this reviews we needed for this client. He has a lot of reviews. But okay, I hope that was helpful. All right, guys. So now the next part is content AI. This is very cool. So as you can tell here on the agency view, this is already enabled for all the sub accounts. This is by default. And as well here on the company is where you set this up as well. So if you scroll down, content AI as well. Perfect. It's already set up. So now I linked up my Facebook to a page here as an example so you guys can see how to use it. Now let me go straight to Christina's testing account. And now from here, so let's go to marketing. All right, so you have to create a page from a Facebook, so otherwise it cannot be connected. So it always has to be a Facebook page. So here we are on the social planner. So when we click on new post, you have the option to do content AI, but we're not gonna click it. We're just gonna do create new post. Perfect. Select the social ad account. Let's go to this one. It will be a post, and here we use AI. Generate with AI. Content title, welcome new followers. You can select the tone here. Excited. Length, that's the medium. Provide a brief description. It's also a keyword. Oh, sorry. Say hi to new followers. Keywords. Let's generate. Let's see what happens. This is cool. I mean, if I like it, which I'm sure I will start adding this. Okay, content variation one. Ooh, this is medium, and we have another variation here. I love it. Okay, let's see. It even adds some emojis. I love that. Welcome to our new fabulous new follower. I don't like the word fabulous. Welcome to all our new followers. Absolutely thrilled. I love it. No, actually, I like this one better. Wait, just copy this one. Continue. Amazing. Now, can I add a picture? Okay. Create image using AI. Group of people. Okay, let's generate. This is very exciting. Let's see what happens. If honestly, this is brilliant. Oh, I said a group, but okay. Oh, that looks so weird. It looks like a zombie attack. I think we better do this one. Let's see. Okay, I mean, it's not like it will not fool anyone. You know it's gonna be AI, but okay, let's see another one. This looks funny. Okay, this looks better. Ah, this one is very inspiring. I love this one more. Amazing. Like, okay, I hope it doesn't look like that. You can save for later, or you can post. I'm just going to post it. Schedule it. Perfect. Post now. Now let's take a look into my account. All right, now moving on. Now the next part is private integrations. Honestly, this is to integrate your account with third-party apps. So I really don't want to go into this section. I don't really think you're going to need it. Depends on your niche, of course, but I think this will be way more advanced when you are on that part. So we can rest on this for a moment. Here in affiliates is of course like the personal information that we have for the affiliate links and how that is being managed. So if you're not on the affiliate marketing, this is also not up to you. Custom menu link, this is important because just like you saw, we created UpHex here, so it's added to all agencies. So this is different menu links that you can keep adding that all sub accounts will have as well. So let's say you have WhatsApp, real quick. Well, it's already added WhatsApp, but for example, when you're on the 497 plan, a great example will be a support. So they have a support link so everyone can have like the same, and you can do it like your company's name support, and then you create here, you add the link, you select an icon. It's very cool. So here you can select any icon. We have many. I say we have as if I made them, but GoHighLevel has many. I feel part of their team. I just love GoHighLevel. It's amazing. And now that I'm doing this video, I'm just like blown away with other features that I didn't even consider. Like I knew they were there, but I never test them out. So I'm getting very excited for everything that I'm trying out. So I don't know, maybe something that fits support. I don't see anything. Something like this. Oh, I didn't select anything. Whatever. Wait, I'm trying to select an icon. Well, I just will do it. Oh, there you go. Support. Then you add the link here, and then you can show it on the agency bar or account sidebar and show to all sub accounts. This is specifically for certain clients. So you just select which sub accounts you want this to be seen on, and then you'll be all set. And then you select here if it opens inside the platform, if it opens in a new tab, current window, and then permissions here in case there is a Zoom call, for example. If you have like a 24/7 Zoom call with a client where they can jump in and you can have a conversation, or even if you add GoHighLevel support link over here, it's also going to be helpful. So here you add the permissions, and it will look exactly like the one that you see right here. Now here on Stripe, of course, is like the personal information, the integration that you have with Stripe, all the payments, so I cannot show you this part. API keys, this is very important to keep them updated because this is for authentication for users, for developers or anyone that comes in here. So here, for example, this one looks like an old API key. So it means that the account may not be as secure, and it can be you know, exposed to other hackers or someone that come in and steal the information. So here it used to be 50 keys, I believe, and now it's 250 more plus. So you have to regenerate the keys. So we don't have any API keys yet. So click here to create your first ones. This automatically generated because it doesn't say who generated this. So that's just a quick tip. Keep it updated, please. Compliance, here well, we have some regulations within GoHighLevel in order for certain usages, some data that share, for example, this is for the medical, to use patients' data in order to have some marketing, or client relationship manager here. So this is what it's all about. Launchpad here, as you can tell, within each sub account we have a Launchpad settings, so you can either disable it or just link it up to all of them. So I just will leave this one as is. Labs, this is very cool because you can join GoHighLevel's beta program where you can test out everything that they're doing, and this is very cool. Audit logs, this is very useful as well whenever, because you can see the past, all the latest activity within GoHighLevel. So if something happened, like say your client calls you, he said, I don't know what I just did, but something is broken. You're like, oh, fear no more. Come here to your agency view, go to your settings and select on audit logs, and you will see what your client was doing. And that way you can troubleshoot it better. Or you can even go to date and time. So here you have last 60 days, today, last month, etc. or you can even search document ID. Awesome. So now that we already went over the agency view, I would like you to get a little sneak peek on the snapshots that we have for you. Pablo has a huge library for basically any case scenario that you will need a sub account, right? But we have two main ones that it's very necessary for you to start getting your hands on. The first of all, of course, we have the agency snapshot. That one is for you to manage your own agency, all of the operations in your client relationship, right? As follow-ups, calendars, a bunch of things, a website. I'll show you in a second. And then we also have a client snapshot, which can be used for basically any niche. So we have there our reputation management campaigns, database reactivation, and a bunch of other stuff that I would love to show you for you to see how to use them, how to set that up, how to import the contact list and add them to a workflow, what to do, what not to do. So let's dive into that real quick, and I'm very excited for you to see this tool. Remember that Pavlo also has a bunch of snapshots for a lot of different niches. So make sure that you request that on the community or just do your quick dive inside the community. But I'm excited. All right, so here we are in a client's account. This is an actual client, so some things will be blurred, of course. But I want to take you step by step into how we're going to set up this account. So you already know how to import the snapshot to a sub account, so I'm not going through that process right now. Let's just assume that you already have the client in a box snapshot here from Pavlo's community. But all right, so first things first, when you're doing your client's onboarding, it's very important that your client join on a Zoom call with you or a Google Meet call. And your client will share their screen and you will take remote control. There are a bunch of tutorials on how to take remote control. On Zoom, it's very important that your client has Zoom downloaded on their desktop. But other than that, I mean, that's all that you need. It cannot be done on an iPad or on a phone. It has to be laptop or desktop, okay? With that in hand, with that in mind, I'm sorry. Now let's move on. Second thing is, okay, what service are you selling to this client? Well, it's very important to first define exactly what you're selling them, if it's Facebook ads, Google ads, etc. So the client gives you access to their tools or to their accounts, all of that. But now, because that can vary depending on what you're selling, let's focus on how to set up the program Go High Level for them. Now, first things first, and Go High Level takes you by order. We start here at the Launchpad. As I mentioned, it's very important that your client is using their computer because whenever we click here on, for example, connect Google My Business, connect Facebook, it will open the account that's already open in that computer, if it makes sense. So it will be much easier. Imagine if you're doing it on your computer, it will actually link up your personal account. So it's not necessary to do that. So let's just have your client do it. It's very simple. Here I have already the client connected here. So you just click on connect and then you will have a pop-up and you will just continue, and you will just select the Google My Business page, and the same with Facebook. You will just select the Facebook page. Now, from there, I will say those are the main things to connect. Google, because you also want to track the reviews, to do the campaigns, and Facebook, of course, to bring all the communications here from all the Facebook Messenger. And well, if you're running ads for them, that's also very important. Now, moving on from here, but as you can see, you have more options to add here. Yax, if you want to use it for them, um, WhatsApp, but by default, this is the only two things that we focus. Now, the second thing is going to the dashboard and walking them through into how to understand it, how to read it, because this is important as well. This is where they will see all of their traffic, all of the people that are coming in, how many are actually turning into clients, how many are being lost. But not only that, the system actually tells you exactly where they lost that lead. And it can be, oh, well, maybe we need a better follow-up system. Maybe the price, maybe, I don't know. But this is exactly what your client needs to know in order for them to improve their business punctually, knowing where are your weaknesses and strengths. All right? Okay, so let me move this a little bit. Well, I think Where can I put it? All right. Remember that we have here funnels separated by different pipelines. So here we have Facebook, ads, database reactivation. We have not run this for the client. And we have the main pipeline, all right? Which this can be from the website. This can be from other sources, of course. Now here leads that came in, leads that responded, and then you go from there. How many did not answer? How many booked an appointment? Perhaps the leads are being stuck at the booked appointment stage, and that may be because your client perhaps needs to open more dates on their calendar, or just give them a call and say, hey, is there a reason why you didn't book the appointment, and just follow up with them real quick. But our system actually also picks up on that. If someone goes through the survey and they do not book an appointment, the system will follow up with them. It will give them 24 hours for them to book an appointment. If they do not, then the system follow up with them and sends them the link for a calendar. And from there, your client can pick it up and just arrange a better time with the client. Well, the prospect in this case. But yeah, this is very important. If you keep scrolling down here, you will be able to see, lead resource source report. Then we can go here and to see the values in a moment. Now, also we have here Google Business Profile from the last 30 days, how many views, how many searches on the maps, how many conversations, bookings, websites visits, and calls are coming from there. Facebook ads reports, here you will also see everything from here. But if you're running ads for them, it's always best to actually send them the reports from the Meta Business Suite rather than from here because it will be more punctual. But yeah, this is important. Now, from here, we jump into the three C's where your client will spend most of their time. You can also tell them this, which is conversations, calendars, and contacts. Under conversations, I always tell this to our clients. I really need you to please follow up with them. This is not a magic pill. We're going to make sure to bring all eyes on you. We're going to make sure that you look great in front of everybody, but you're the one in charge of closing the deal. We follow up until one point. You have to move on with the rest, okay? You close them. We don't close them for you. That's their job. So here, if you want to really take a close look into your client's account, make sure to go into their conversations and see, and you can even follow up with them like, hey, why haven't you been responding to these leads that are coming in, etc. If you really want to be on top of them, right? But okay. So here, according to the information that we have from this lead, we will be able to send them messages from different sources. For example, we have this person here, and let's see what happened with her, right? So we have here an opportunity created from Facebook ads. All right. So she is now tagged Facebook landing page, and she has this active workflow, which is if appointment not booked. You also have access to this. So as I mentioned, the system will give her a window of time for her to book the appointment, right? As you can tell, we have her name in her email, her name, and her phone number. Why? Because she submitted that through the Facebook ad. She went through a survey and she gave us that info. But right when she was about to book an appointment, she did not do that. So right now, in this case, what we send them is, hey, name of the contact. We got your info. Did you get a chance to book an appointment on our calendar? This is the link and then the name of the company. Usually people respond with like, oh yeah, I'm sorry, it's a weekend and I don't know, or. So that's a perfect moment for your client to jump in and arrange a meeting with them. So advice to always give a call or to text back as soon as possible. But this is until where our system can go, right? Now, as you can tell here, we have here certain options to do send her a text message or an email. An email will always be sent from the business profile email that's added, but it's also done by user. So you can also change here the email that you wanted to send or just leave the one that your user has. The automations will always send the emails from the email that's under the business profile, okay? So, but when you want to make like a cold email or whatever, that's when you add the username. So I am part of the team, so I am the user. This is my email right here. So, but you can also manually change it and just do whatever you want. Christina@gmail.com. And that's it. It will be sent. All right. Now from here, you're also able to see the calls, and the system records the calls, and you can listen to the call, to what's the full conversation or the voicemail that this person left. Now, if you want to download the voicemail, you can just click here, and you have it saved in an MP3 file, and you're also able to add voicemails to your automations and so, so in case someone you don't pick up a call, or if you're using the power dialer, for example. Perfect. Now the next part is calendars. This is where you will see all of the appointments that are booked in the system. And here you can select which account. Here I have my client. So here, for example, he has an appointment. Oh, he had it yesterday. He had an appointment. And then you can keep looking for the rest of the days. This is very fresh, so oh look, he has another one here on Monday. But yeah, this account is very fresh, so he doesn't have much numbers just yet. Usually we open the calendar for a client for around 2 weeks, no more than that, because people will forget and you want to grab them as soon as possible. That's just sales one-on-one, the faster the better. But all right, we will jump into calendars in a second. I just want to give you a good overview on everything before we jump into every section that we need. Now, here on contacts, this is very cool as well. And here the system has all the tags that are automatically added. These tags trigger a workflow, trigger an automation. So the system will know exactly how to follow up with them. Now here on the opportunities tab, here we have, for example, database reactivation when we have not sent that, but we do have Facebook ads, for example. And here we have all the leads that came in, all the leads that responded, and the ones that booked an appointment, right? So here, for example, lead that responded. Let's say that you gave them a call, and during that call, it was also a consultation. And actually, that was the intro call as well. Okay, then you move them and you book an estimate, or you complete an appointment and you give them a quote. I'm not going to move it because it's actual somebody that we need to keep following up with. So I'm just going to keep it here. But let's say that she's on the appoint completed quote given. This is where you give the value of the opportunity. Perhaps the project is worth $10,000, $500, whatever that it is, add that here. That way the system will turn everything into numbers and to see how much money you're making or how much money you're losing. Okay. Now, whenever you already finish a client or you complete the job, your client, completes the job, you will drag and drop and you can either go to won, lost, or abandoned. And that way your client will keep their database very neat and clean. Payments, my clients don't really go with payments over GoHighLevel. They usually have to integrate NMI, which is not as friendly to use. So, and it's not as necessary as well, because usually your clients will, depending on what industry you're focusing on, they do not need to bill them through GoHighLevel. So far, at the date of this video, GoHighLevel does not send automatic invoices as well, or recurring payments, or etc. So I wouldn't stress much about it and just continue with your client's preferred way of billing their clients. Now, the next step is the client website. Now, let's go straight to, so this is the client account. So in this video, so you know the differences between the snapshots and then you get familiarized with it. In this account that you're seeing right here, I only have the client in a box snapshot. And in this other account that I'm opening here I have, oh, this is the agency. Let me go straight to the website in a day. We have it separated just so you can see the differences. So here, as you can tell, we don't have funnels, but we do have websites. So there can be two ways here. Either your client currently has a website that needs to be optimized, or you will build them one from scratch, which we know is not from scratch, is the ones that we have right here. But okay, so in the case that your client already has a website, it is already here within the client snapshot, and all you have to do is pretty quick and simple. Go to sites, and you will go to the chat widget section. Usually it's already added for you. If it's not added, the way to create your snapshot is really simple. Sorry, your live chat is pretty simple. You literally select this one and you will customize it as you would like to and just save it. It's honestly, they work so much on their here on their styles and how to, the interface. They work a lot because it was a bit confusing in the past, but now it's way more friendly and it's kind of like easier to use. But usually our snapshot, you will already find the chat widget created, so you don't need to worry to come and create it from scratch. But I wanted you to see that you can actually come in and change. There's a lot of variables here when it comes to what message the prompts and also the colors, the icon, all of those things, right? But let me get back and show you exactly what we have. Leave before, yes, I want to leave. Okay, so this is the one. Oh, which one was the first one? I think it's this one. Okay, so this is the one that we have for you. You will just come here to the chat widget and you literally just get the code. Oh, wait, I got confused already. I think you can go back to the video and see. Well, it has to be this one default, right? Okay, regardless, you come and get the code. You copy this code and you will add it on your client's website. Okay, or usually, I mean, if you know how to use their, they're using WordPress or whatever, if you know how to use it, well, just go and add it. But usually what I do is I copy all of this and I send them an email with the codes for the forms and and here the chat widget, so they can tell their web developer or they add it themselves. You have some clients that are more tech savvy than you think, so they will add it as well, so that's amazing, right? But you can just email it. It's completely illegal for you to do that, so don't worry, you don't have to do everything for the client. You can also be transparent and be like, oh, I don't know about it, but let me find out. Okay, all right, so you have this one, and as well for the forms, because this is what how I like to explain it to a client. So with these forms and with the chat widget, we are making a website functional. And what I mean with making a website functional is that now, because of your marketing services, you will be giving the client more traffic on their social media, their website, whatever. You want to make sure that all of that traffic turns into a potential customer, meaning that they turn into a lead. So we're gonna have different call to actions. We're gonna have different offers going on their website. For example, if they are a bathroom remodeler, you can have a form that says, opt in here for more information or to book an appointment for your $250 valued initial phone consultation. That was the longest thing I've ever said. But anyways, something along those lines. And once they fill out that information on the form or on the chat widget, they will get automations from us, from the software, email and text messages. And we will be following up with them because they were interested in our services. So why letting them go? Okay, so those leads are coming in, we have to take action. And when it comes to sales, speed is king. And that's what we want to do, because that potential customer for your client most likely is also reaching out to other businesses, but they will not be as fast as we are because of this, of what we have just for you. Okay, and this is proven. I use it for my clients. Pavlo uses it for all of his agencies. So this is honestly an amazing tool to have, and your client will be so excited to have it. So for the website form, for example, let's just say you want to add your client the form. It is exactly the same. So it looks exactly like this. So you just come to the form, and as well, you can also customize it. You can change colors. You can add different bars here, more information. If you click on the plus button here, you can add more elements to the form, of course, according to what your client needs. We have a bunch of options right here. Even, it's just endless. So it's very cool. You can also add your own custom fields. So knock yourself out here. Perfect. But anyways, once it's ready, you just click on integrate. proceed, and you copy the embedded code, and that is what you will send to your client, or either you will just um, email it or do it yourself on their website. It's fine. Now let's get back here. Why is so important? What is the most important part here is the automation. So I want to show you real quick what happens whenever someone either submits any question on the live chat or just fills out the form from the website. So the workflows, they are separated because it's just different sources, so you have to know where is it coming from, but it is exactly the same flow. So I will show you the website form as an example, but know that the live chat has exactly the same structure and the messaging as well. So all right, this is the trigger. There's a website form submitted. Then your client will get a notification via email saying, hey, you got a new website lead. This is the info and this is where it's coming from. Perfect. From there, the contact will be tagged as website form, and then you'll know this is the email that will be sent to them. So from location email, as a rule of thumb, remember that every time that you see on this little coding right here in this brackets here, when it says location, is that the system is pulling this info from the business profile. So that's when you know this is the email that you added for your client. Now, there you go, which usually is your client's email. Okay, just to leave that clear. Okay, contact first name, what next? Christina, what next? Is really cool, really simple. Now, hi Christina, thanks for your interest in I don't know, I cannot come up with any name, with pressure washing Los Angeles. We don't plan on keeping this deal going forever, but we got your spot reserved. Now let's go ahead and schedule a free estimate where we can go over all the details on what you might like done. The quickest way to schedule and claim your spot is by claiming us at location phone. Remember, you're adding under the business profile the phone number that you purchased for your client on GoHighLevel. Okay, this is a tracking number. All calls will be routed to your client's phone number, and also when they're downloading their lead connector app, they will also get all notifications there as well. I cannot say it enough, and I'm going to keep saying it until you comment below and you say, yes, Christina, I understand. Perfect. Now the system will wait for 1 minute and then it will send them a text message, basically the same info, but more for like a text message form. The length here, it's really cool. Thanks for signing up for a free estimate. We've got your spot reserved while we still have availability. Can you tell me a little bit more about what you've like done? You can also give me a quick call if that's easier. Amazing. If the person does not respond, the system will give them about a day to respond, 24 hours. If they do not respond, they are sent a second email and another text message as well. Hey, I want to make sure we get you a quote. Have you started your project yet? How can I help? Perfect. Smooth, simple, not pushy. It is nice. It actually showing that you care. And then we send a text message. Please call me when it's convenient for you. You want to make sure you're taken care of. Sweet, simple. What you will notice with Pavlo's sequences here is that he really tries to make it look like it's a person, and it does work really well. In today's world, we now are very used to like AI and making it sound robotic, but we want to make it feel like the actual owner of the company is reaching out to that prospect. Okay, it all depends on the niche, of course. If you have a doctor and they're reaching out to patients and stuff like that, well, of course you have to change the tone. Or if you have a lawyer or an accountant, of course it changes the game, but keep this in consideration as well, because the tone is everything. All right. Then it waits for another day. If they do not respond, we send them a final text message. Christina, is everything okay? You reach out to me and wanted more info about a free estimate, but I haven't heard anything from you. I get it, things come up. Let me know if I should take you off my list and give away your reserved spot. Call me when you have a quick second. We'll love to chat. And then the name of the person, of the owner, right? John. So this is amazing. This is exactly what happens when somebody fills the form on the website or in the live chat. And do you see the difference? Usually business owners that currently have a website with a form, they just get an email notification that somebody submit the form, but that's it. Then you have to wait until someone comes into office or until the business owner has some time to follow up, and it could take days. And by that point, that lead already found another business that was faster. That's the name of the game. So we're trying to remove that element from, or that factor from this. So we're making it faster. All right. Now, what else do I have to show you about the website? Well, now I want to show you the website in a day templates that we have. Okay, they're very cool. But before I go there, it's very important that we keep in mind that you have to go to settings and add a domain for your client. If your client does not have a domain, or if this domain is taken, is no issue. What you can do is you can just go on their computers. Remember, your client is sharing their screen, okay? And you're taking remote control. So whenever your client tells you, oh, I don't have a domain or whatever, it's no issue. We're gonna fix it right there. You'll go to Namecheap and you will purchase a domain for them. Of course, they will use their own card and everything. So you, as the agency owner, you don't have to cover those fees. Your client has to cover them, as well as their, whenever you purchase a phone number for them and everything. I'll walk you through a little bit on how to work with that. Okay, so now you go to Namecheap, you purchase the name. I'm sorry, the domain, and then you're good to go. Now from here, you'll click on Connect Domain. You will type in here what you purchase. I highly suggest you to get him a .com always, okay? Once you click continue, it will give you some records for you to add. It's just a couple of them, and you add them straight to the DNS records within Namecheap, and then you're good to go. So it's really quick. You already know how to do this because we talked about it during the setup for your agency. But okay, you're good to go. Now, from here, of course, you go and you have the website go live. If we are right here, oh, sorry, here's where the website is. So you go to settings, you select the domain, there you go, you link it here, and now the website goes live. Now, with these websites, there is a very important element here, and you will notice that the websites will have some info already added for the client. So it will have like their address, their email, everything, and you'll wonder, okay, but how is this automatically added? Well, it's not. The way that we'll do this is we will go straight to, let me go to settings. We'll go to the custom values. As a rule of thumb, every time that you add a new snapshot, and I've said this before and I'll keep saying it until the day that I die, every time that you add a new snapshot, always go to the custom values and see what is it that you need to add, because there's always a reason why it's there. Now, let me make myself smaller here so you can see. So here we go. It says website because this comes from the website. So for example, here on the map, you'll go to Google Maps and you will grab the link for their location and add it right here, as well as their Facebook, everything that is requesting right here. Website phone, remember the phone from GoHighLevel, always. Here, your client's email, it's fine. So, all right, you're good to go, and then it will automatically pop up here, and here's the information. As you can tell, exactly what we have written down right there. So the changes that you have to do here on the website are very minimal. You just have to do the content here. You can use ChatGPT or any other AI platform like Claude or anything else, and make sure that this will be super quick. And just have a nice short prompt and you'll be good to go. And you can also add some clients info here. This is a funny story actually, because I left my client's website with this guy right here, which is just like a stock image. And he said that one lady was very disappointed because she had a crush on this guy and she thought that this guy would come to her house. And I was like, oh my God. But anyways, that was a fun laugh. But I will suggest you to remove it if that's gonna make it better. But yeah, sometimes we add here the client's photos before and afters, etc. And you can also add here a stock video as well. That's according to your client's niche or according to what they do. And of course, you add their logo right there. But as you can tell, like look at all that money and the time that you're saving by already having all of this already created. So this is just an example, but you have a bunch, and within the community, you'll find hundreds of different websites. So it is amazing. All right. All right, so one thing I almost forget is that here on the website, it's important to change the forms that already come with the website to the actual forms that we have them connected to the automation. So you saw the website form, etc. So here I'll just go to the pop-up settings. We already have here, agree to terms and conditions, etc. And you just come here and add website. Oh, I think it's already added for you. Okay, don't need to worry about this then. It's even better. I thought there was extra steps here, but no, you can discard this part. Okay, so now getting back to the onboarding and the setup for the account as well, it's very important that as soon as you sign up the client, you purchase a phone number for them. Okay, so by the time that you join them in the onboarding call, so by that time that the phone number is already approved. So you go here to phone numbers. We already went through this process as well on the agency setup, so I don't need to go over all the steps, but it's really quick. You come here, add phone number, and you will add a filter. In this case, we're selecting, for example, an American phone number, and the filter will be just a toll-free number, right? And we apply this. Why a toll-free number? Because every phone number that you get, if it's a local number or a toll-free number, they both need a verification. So you need to upload certain information from the client, from their business, etc. But when you do a toll-free registration, the process is quicker and it's also shorter. So it will be ready within a couple of days. But if you do an A2P verification for a local number, then that will take even for a month. So you don't want to pause all of your clients, you know, activities until you get the phone number approved. It just doesn't make sense. So if your client is really like, oh, I want a local number, okay, just tell them that in the meantime, while the local number is getting approved, you're going to be using a toll-free number, and then you will change the calls. But I've never had a client actually that looks at this. They all know that you're using a special number, a tracking number for marketing services. So it's going to be rare. Okay, perfect. Now you have the phone number, we have the website. And now, when you're doing, let's go back to the onboarding, it's important to tell the client that this is where they will spend most of the time. And let them know that there's no magic pill here, that they still have to go out there and close the job. So here is where we will have them, all of the conversations coming through. So either on their desktop or in their app, that's where they will spend most of their time. And because we linked up everything in this section, they will see where the lead is coming from or where that message is coming from. If it's text message, email, if it's Facebook, Instagram, etc. If it's just a phone call, they will have it everything here. So this is where they will spend most of their time. Now here on their calendars, they will see all of their booked appointments, and this is also very cool in case that you're doing lead generation for them. So here already we have the calendar, and you will see once you have the user added, you will also see your client's name here, and you will be able to see and track how many appointments they're getting. And this is an important note if you're doing, for example, Facebook ads. It can be the case that you're getting them a lot of leads, but they're not booking appointments. So that tells you that those leads are not good quality, and there's other strategies that you need to implement in order to save this client. Okay, so always be very cautious with this. And also in the conversations, it's important to be a little bit on top of them, because if they tell you, yes, I'm getting appointments and everything, but I don't think they're good quality because I'm not closing, and then you're like taking a quick dive here on the conversations and there's a lot of unread messages, then the problem is something else, and you can help the client see and walk them through the importance of following up with people here, or you can come up with another solution by adding extra steps on the follow-up messages for clients. This is an example, but this is a very important tool. Now here on contacts is where everything will be tracked. Any person that comes in here is every phone call, anything that comes through our filters, they will see it right here, and they will be tagged accordingly to where they're coming from, to the stage that they're in, if they're at the intro call or the phone consultation, etc. This is where you will see it. Now, let's go to settings and let's go to my staff. When we go to this place, I want you to add an employee as well as soon as you create your client's account. You will add your client's first name, their last name, their email that they send you on that onboarding form, their phone number, and you will here give them the user permissions. Do you see these permissions right here? You're not going to give them access to everything. You will give them access here, to these parts right here. This is the access that you will give the user permission that you will do for your client. So here we're giving them, of course, dashboard stats. We're not giving them campaigns or triggers. We're not giving them online listings, marketing. It just depends. If your client wants to do the social planner, you will have the social planner for them as well right here. So it will depend. But by default, we kind of like to do this as well. So there you go. Workflows, we don't want to give them access to these things because there's a high chance that your client wants to come in here and do their own changes and they can actually mess some things up, and we don't want to risk it. So just keep it safe and make sure that you restrict their access, okay? Perfect. So now you create here the user of the client, and now here you will create on advanced settings as well their password. So this is nice because now their email and their phone here that's added, it will be used for two-factor authentication whenever they want to log in into their GoHighLevel account, and it will send them either a text message or a text message or a email with a code, and that's it. And here, of course, you created their own password. Make sure to make it super simple. Always save this information. They will be sent an email with these logins, but as well, you want to have it backed up in a document in case your client asks you for this information. So yeah, just do it as simple hashtag their name 123. I don't know, something really simple, and you'll be good. Now let me cancel here. All right. Okay, so we already went over the social planner section, so we don't need to focus a lot in here. From here now, I want to show you the automations. So these automations come with the 8 client snapshot, of course. So here we have a few, and let me show you. Booked appointments. What happens whenever someone books an appointment, and in this case from Facebook app? First of all, they will get reminders, and this is what they will get. Let's take a look into the triggers. The trigger is the name of the calendar. Initial phone call consultation has been booked. Perfect. Then from there, we send reminders on business hours. This is very important. And then, which usually is from 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. And then reminders 2 hours before the appointment. And this is how it's set. This is 2 hours before the appointment. Hey, name. I'm looking forward to hearing about your vision and dreams during a project consultation in 2 hours. Perfect. And then the other one. I'm excited for our consultation in 10 minutes. Talk to you soon. Doesn't matter the message because you can come here and change this as you think it will be best suit for your client. But this is how we do it. And now let me show you the reminders. There you go, from 7:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. It's actually a big window, but it's okay. Phone consultation booked. Let's take a look into this one. I want you to see the confirmation message. Now this is the first one that comes in. As soon as they book the appointment, the system will wait 1 minute and it will send them this text message. Welcome aboard. You're on your way to ta-da-da. Reply yes to confirm, and don't forget to add it to your calendar. Looking forward to talking with you soon. Right? Quick, simple, nice. Then our client is sent a notification. Hey, you got this lead. It came from Facebook, and this is our info. Of course, a tag is added to the contact of the new prospect that came in. Now, the contact is changed to the pipeline called intercall. And then the system will wait for a response for 24 hours for a contact reply. We said reply with yes to see if we have the right time, or no if not, right? So if the person does not respond, we send them this. Hey, name Christina. Do we have the right day and time? That's it. After that, we don't book them. And if they do respond, no, actually it was at 4, or yes, perfect. All right. We just notify the client that they confirm. That's it. This is the message body, and this is the text from it came from. That's it. This is what happens. Now let's go back here to workflows. These two are exactly the same. It's just different calendars, but this is basically the message behind that. So with every calendar, you can do a test. So let's run a test right now with this one, and I will test it with myself. Let's see if I have myself added here. I do not. Give me one moment. I will add myself and I'll run the test with myself so you can see exactly how it looks like on the conversation tab. All right, so now that I added myself, I'll go to test workflow and I'll just find my name. I just added myself as Christina testing and we run the test. Let's go to conversations. Here we'll see. Right, I'm clicking on everything. There you go. So this worked. Here we have the test. Welcome aboard, Christina testing. And we have the whole message that we wanted to. Now here it adds a tag of schedule. And here we can see the active automation. That's it. Now let's go straight to a calendar and I want to show you how our calendars look like. So whenever you have a client, of course, you have to go to settings, go to connections, and link up their Google account. We have to do everything for them here. But I don't think I'm added as a user here, so I don't have access. Let me go to my staff and confirm. I am not. So let me add myself. I'll be back. It's not here. Oh, well, if you want to know how to add yourself, let's go straight to the agency view. Let's go to theme. And I'll find myself. That sounded very deep. There you go. I'll go to edit button. I go to user roles all the way down. Oh my god. Look at all of the accounts that I have access to. And let's just do these clients. There you go. Save. Now we're going straight to the client's account. Now that I am added as a user here as well, let's say we go to a calendar here. And here under connections, you're also able to add yourself. Do you see how different it looks when you're added to the account? That's why it's also important to have to do all of these actions on your client's account from their computer rather than yours, because there are certain details like this that you perhaps might not be added to their account, right? Or it has to be done by the business owner. So no worries. You're at the end of the day, you're able to fix anything that you'd like. Just like you saw, I just added myself here, and we're good to go. Now from here you can connect your calendar, you can add new video conferencing, will you add your Zoom, if you do ads, etc. That's not the point. Let's go straight to calendars. And this is the ones that we have added with Pavlo. So this one, as you can tell, is round robin. These ones are always important, and I will say they are the best because they allow you to add multiple users to the same calendar, and it will go in order. So if someone books an appointment with X, then it will go with Y, and then it goes with Z. So it's important to have this one rather than the others.
All right, so the next step will be now setting up the calendars. Everything that you see now, by the way, inside this sub account, it's the agency snapshot. So these calendars were created by Pavlo and his team. And let's do the setup, okay? So as you go on the course, specifically under the sales module that right now is the seventh module, you will see the sales process, right? You will see that on the best case scenario, we start with an intro call because we need this to be quick. This will be like the first contact that you will get with the client, well, with the prospect. And in this call, you want to qualify them. You want to see if they have the capacity to hire your services. You want to see their needs and make sure that you can help them. So this is meant to be a phone call, quick 5 minutes, because your time is valuable. So we don't want you booking sales calls straight away and you didn't even qualify the person. But every business is different, but this is what we recommend. Then once you decide that this person is actually a good fit for you guys to work together, that's where you will tell them, hey, why don't we book a call? This is also part of the script that you will see under the 7 module, but it's something along the lines of, why don't we book a call where I can walk you through my entire process, and so I can show you how I'm helping other business owners like you to scale, their businesses and so on and on. So you let them know that it's going to be either a Zoom call or a Google Meet call, but you need them to be on their computers and you need to share their screen because that will make your sales better. Inside this module that I'm saying, Pavlo has some slideshows depending on the services and the products that you're selling to the client, well, to the prospect, I'm sorry. And you can totally use those slideshows and it will have all the outline of the meeting. It's really cool. Okay, from there, let's say that on the demo call, which is the sales call, let's say that you close the client. Okay, what's next? Perfect. You collect the payment of the client and then you will book a launch call meeting. What is this about? This is now the onboarding meeting. But what do you need for the onboarding or the launch call? Okay, you close a client, you paid, and now what you're going to do is send them the link to the onboarding funnel. Let's go back. Here we are on sites. And here you have onboarding funnel. It's built by 3 steps. So the first step, let's link up the domain so you can see. Perfect. So the first step has an onboarding form. Of course, you can add your logo here. Has an onboarding form with all of the info that you need to create their sub accounts and to start working on whatever that you promised them. So feel free to also add your own fields to remove certain things that you don't need. So to do so, just make sure to go to Forms, Onboarding Client Form, do your changes here. You can add some fields here. All of this, you can find it here. You drag and drop it. You save it, and that's it. It's already linked up, so it will be automatically updated as well. Once the new client hits on submit, the system, well, the funnel will take them to the second step. Let's go back to the onboarding funnel, which is schedule. Let's view the page. This is the scheduling page. So the launch call calendar is linked up here, but it's not showing because the calendar is not activated and is not added to a user, which I will show you in a second. But here's where they will see the calendar. It's already linked up. Don't worry, it will appear here once you set it up, and they will select their time. Take a look here that it says we're going to put your launch call 5 business days from today. So the earliest availability, it will be 5 days from now, because that will give you, as a business owner, will give you time to work on everything that you promised them. Okay, you will work on their website, on their ad copy, their sub accounts, everything that you need, because the point is that under the launch call, you do the proper onboarding, you show them everything that you worked on, and that you only do the last steps, which is linking up their domain to have their website live, adding their calendars and stuff like that, which, don't worry, I'll show you in a second. But once they click on submit, they schedule the meeting. The automation for the confirmation and reminders will start. And also, they are sent a little confirmation page where we'll give them everything that they need to have ready on the moment of the call. And these 5 days will also give the client time to prepare for this. It doesn't matter what niche your client is. It doesn't matter if your client is not tech savvy. Believe me, they will always be prepared for the call because they already paid. They want this to work as well. So it's very important for them, this page here, the frequently asked questions. Okay. This was a little overview on the calendars and the uses of their calendar. As you can tell, it's totally linked up with the sales processes. After that, you have a client meeting, which is basically, you know, just updates with your client. If they want to talk to you or whatever, just send them the link for this. But all right, now that I talked on you know, a little bit all summed up what the calendars are for, now let's go ahead and set it up. Look at the group. The group is called your company. So let's go here and rename it to our actual company name. I'll go to edit because this will be displayed on the calendar. Buildify. Now, the second part is going to connections. When you are not added as a staff member, like what we did on a previous step, you will only see this part when you go to connections, and it's not going to let you do your own connections. Okay, but gladly we already did that step. We did our homeworks, and now we can go to my connections. So this is how it goes. GoHighLevel calendars, in order to show availability and to manage your bookings, it's requesting you to add an external calendar. Okay, that will do all of this for us. So you can do Google Calendar, Outlook, or iCloud. I will connect my Google Calendar. This is internal. People don't see the email that you connected with. Just make sure to add the calendar that you actually use the most, so you can have a realistic availability for your calls, for your work, and your personal life as well. So I'll just connect it here. Sign in with Google. Scroll down, allow. It asks you sometimes which business do you want to link this location to, but you can just close the tab. And here we are. It's already linked up. Okay, so I'll go back here to calendars. Connections again. There, here we are. Now here we do the main integration calendar. We save this. And now you can connect your Zoom right here. Or if you are using Google Meet, you don't need to do anything else because you already linked up your Google. All right, now let's go ahead and set up a calendar as an example. I always like to set up the demo call because this is for sales. You will also see this one for internal use. Uh, both of these calendars have the same purpose. So sometimes you want to keep some sources like separated. For example, if you have Facebook ads, calendars from your Facebook ads, and then this one is from your website. It depends. We just give you the option, but you can just stick to one and it's fine. So I'll take a look, and all of them are drafted. So let's go and configure them here on edit. Oh, here I am again. All right. So here you can add your logo. You can do it if you have it. I don't have my logo right now, but you add your logo here. You have a proposed size. Perfect. You already have a name. You already have a description of what this is all about. Now, the most important part here is to assign the calendar to a user or to a staff member. So here we are. I added myself. If we click on custom, this is where we decide what type of call it is. So for the intro call, you know that that is a phone call, so you select phone. In this case, we are doing Google Meet. By clicking on this action, the system will automatically generate a Google Meet link or a Zoom link, and it will also book the appointment in the app, depending if it's your Google or your Zoom. And also, the reminders and the confirmation will include this. So, this is a pretty cool tool. Now, also for the custom URL, we can shorten this and it has to be unique. So, I like to add the identity and then the name of the call. And let's save it. Okay, perfect. So the next step is availability. This is how long you want to have this calendar open from, all the days of the week, the hours. You can also add split hours. For example, here is from 1 to 6, and maybe I want to do also from 7 a.m. Wait, 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. For example, you can add many variations that you like. You can copy to all, or you can copy to whoever that you want. You can also add on a specific time. For example, you have a fixed schedule and you will always be available from Monday to Friday to 1 to 5. But there's next Monday, you will not be available. So this day, you can even like shorten your availability or add any special availability or just delete it. And this day will not be available. That way you don't mess the upcoming dates. Perfect. Okay, now in this part, we have the meeting interval. This will be the kind of like the availability of the call. So if we have from availability from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m., you will see under the calendar that you have times available from 1:15, 1:30, every 15 minutes. So you can do it every hour if you want to just be, okay, 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., and here it depends. But let's keep it on 15. This is a meeting duration. Minimum scheduling notice here is for 3 hours. We don't want people booking a call 5 minutes before the call. We need to be prepared. And when you are looking at the launch call calendar, you will see that the minimum scheduling notice is 5 days. And I already talked about that. Date range is how long will the calendar will be open for. So we always keep it short in the next 10 days because we want people booking calls ASAP. We don't want people forgetting about us or what this is all about. So we recommend to keep it short. Post buffer time is, of course, the space between each call so you can take a break or so you can extend a call with no problem. So there you go. Then we go to forms and payment. I mean, this is all configured by Pavlo, so we don't do any changes here. We already have a consent checkbox. We have a default form with the info that we need for the automation, the contact info, name, last name, email, phone. But of course, you can add any other form. And if you create one under the sites, and if you go to forms and you create one, it will also be shown here, and you can select that in case that you want more qualifying questions before someone books a call. But this one I think is pretty efficient. Now, notifications and additional options. Again, we don't change much here. Actually, we don't change anything. I just want to show you that the system, we are allowing people to reschedule and to cancel the meeting. So the system will automatically create a rescheduling link and a cancellation link, and it will be sent to the client as well, or to the prospect. And here under customizations, you can make it look like your identity or like you. So you add your colors, you can add a cover image, you can also do, custom codes. So it's really nice. But all right, we didn't do any changes here, so let's close it. And now let's go to the three dots and activate the calendar. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and test it. Let's go again here and get the link by clicking on share. the system will give us two options. So we have the scheduling link. This one, as you can see, the slug that we created, which was the name of the company and the name of the calendar, is added here. So this one can change as much as you want, and you can do, variations, and that's it. But this one is the permanent link. This one is the one that you will add to your ads, to a website, because this one will remain constant. This will be unaffected by any change that you do. So this one, you keep it for that. But if you just want to send, you're on a call and you want to send a link to your client or whatnot, you just copy this one. And there you go. So we can also confirm that the API domain is working. As you can tell, I have here link.buildify.site. So it looks like me. And here we have the group name, Buildify. Perfect. We can change the time zone, but this is automatically added according to the area that we open it. But all right, as you see, the meeting intervals every 15 minutes. Let's book an appointment as a test. Well, I don't know if I'm adding too many numbers or if it's not valid. Let's do Mexico because I know that one better. Let's add. Perfect. And now when I click on schedule meeting, we are going to test if the meeting link is automatically generated and also if the automations are triggered. So let's schedule the meeting. Perfect. Here we have the meeting link. Amazing. Okay, so let's get back to this tab. I will close this and I'll go to conversations and see what happened with the automation. I'll go to all. There you go. So the system created two different tabs, two different conversations. The first conversation is with the business owner. Why? Because the automation is set that the first person that will ever receive a notification regarding a booked appointment is the business owner. We need to make sure that you are prepared for the call, so the system will auto send you this. This is the details of the call, of the person. Perfect. And that's it. Now, this other conversation is now with the prospect. So here you go. As you can see, every conversation tab with a contact is a history of interactions with that contact. So it's not like a regular inbox with a spam folder and this and that. No, here you will see all of the operations, all of the actions, if they cancel, if they didn't, if they sign up, if the pipeline changes or something. So there you go. The appointment details are updated, and then the opportunity was created in the stage of book appointment under the main funnel. So let's go to opportunities. I will find main funnel, and here we go. If you close the client, you will come here, not ready, so you just drag and drop it. Perfect. So the automation is working really well because all of these steps are from the automation. So I'll show you in a second. Now, this is the first comfort email that they get. Hey, Christina, thanks for scheduling a time to speak with me and completing the survey. I look forward to chatting soon. Your appointment was created for. This is a meeting Zoom link. Of course, you can change this because this is the body of the message and you can change it to whatever you think it's best. And also, let's confirm that the email that we created is the one that's sending out this email. So let's see. Perfect. From support@buildify.site. Perfect. Here you have, it's coming from an automation. Amazing. Now let's see what's happening here. I will click now on meeting reminders, and we will find that the demo call is enrolled and is still active because it still has more steps to go. So let's see what's happening. It's very important that you read the workflows. I know it can be intimidating to create the automations, especially if you're not familiarized with it and it's the first time that you are interacting with this. But Pavlo is offering you tools that already have everything created. So you don't need to stress about it. But you need to understand the processes. You need to understand what is important here. So we can see that this starts with a trigger. So the trigger has a filter of in calendar and then specifically to the demo call calendar. Then the system adds a tag to the person, to the contact, and you are sent a notification. As you can tell, the system is sending a notification from location email to location email. If you want to receive notifications in another email, you just delete this and type in the email where you want to send the notifications for the business owner. Now, whenever you see under these brackets the location, it means that the system is pulling that info from the business profile. So whatever email that is under the business profile, this is what the system will be doing. All right. So now, as we saw, the pipeline stage was updated. Then the info of the contact were added to the notes, and this is where we are right now. Okay. As you can tell, this is all here. So you can change this to Google Meet link and other things that you want to do, but this is pretty efficient. Now, what's coming here? Then the system will wait for 5 minutes and it will send a text message. Christina, for example, right? Christina, I have you scheduling for Friday, blah, blah, blah. Please reply with yes to confirm you got the right time. Looking forward to chatting soon. And that's it. This is where the first stage of the reminders for the calendars end. Because first we need to do the confirmation. The first step is confirmation, and it's all here. Now, after this, the reminder stage starts. So after your client, well, your prospect receives this text message, the system will wait 2 days before the call. Then they will be sent the first reminder. Christina, hope you're doing well. That's just a reminder for a call on Friday, blah, blah, blah. Talk to you soon. Then the system will wait for 3 hours before the call. Hey, Christina, see you in about 3 hours. Still works, right? Perfect. And then 10 minutes before the call, we send a text and an email. Do you have the Zoom link? Or you can type in Google Meet. I just re-email it. And now the link is again sent automatically. Perfect. And that's it. This is what the demo call reminders are about. Please read the workflows. Take a look. All of Pavlo's calendars will always have a workflow because a calendar with no confirmation, with no reminders, it's useless. People will forget about it. So this will increase your show rates. It's very necessary to do. And as you can tell, that's why it's important to have the email setup and also a phone setup so you can send text messages like this. All right, well, this is it for the calendar. See you on the next video. Okay, so now we are about to go to the last section of the GoHighLevel setup. So the next step is going to sites. And here we already talked a little bit about the onboarding funnel. We already talked about how to link up your domain. Perfect. Okay, so now let's go to the SaaS version 2. I want you to pay close attention to this one. Let's open it. You have a bunch of options of which funnel or landing page to use, but this one I personally recommend it more because first of all, we have a fully white label video. If you scroll down, the copywriting is already done. So, I mean, you can totally use this. It already has, comparison with other agencies versus you, everything that you're doing, and it already includes your name. Buildify is a full suite platform for construction companies. Of course, you can update this whether you're running Facebook, Google, or using a third party lead generation. The addition that you must do here is pretty simple. Like, it's very fast. So I highly advise you to use this or just grab this copywriting and perhaps adding it to another design that you think it's best. You have also this one, marketing agency number one. So you have a bunch of options that you can use. And it's important to see what's the difference between a funnel and a website. There's a lot of things that we can say about that, but in a simple term, we can say that a website is mainly for information, is for people to know about you, about your services, and what you do. But a funnel is meant to capture that traffic, to capture that lead. So you will notice that all funnels have a free, like a form, they have a bunch of buttons because we want their info. Once they send out this info, they will be now in our database and the automations will start. All of the forms that Pavlo includes, including also the live chat, everything is linked up to an automation, so you don't want to miss out on that. So let's go ahead and add the live chat in this section. Please watch this video. It's also really cool. All right, so here we are. Let's open again the SaaS Volume 2 or version 2, and I'll click on Edit in a new tab. While this loads, I'll go to the other tab here and I'll click on Chat Widget. So here we have the chat widget. We can edit the image. We can add any image that you want. We can update this message, change the widget window. If you don't know color coding, you can just add whatever you think it looks better. There you go. Perfect. Now let's save it. And now we can scroll up and get the code. We will copy this code. Now we will click on Add Elements inside the page builder. And I will scroll down until we find Custom Code. We drag and drop it, and you can drop it anywhere you'd like because this is already configured to be on the corner here at the bottom right. So here you go. We click here. We open under the settings, the Open Code Editor, and you just paste it. Save. Save. We publish. And let's take a preview. There you go. Here we have our live chat, name, mobile, and then a message. There you go. So this is how it looks like. Let's say that if in the case that you are not creating your client's website because they want to stick with the one that they already have, you could just make sure to send them the code of the live chat and also to send them the forms. This is the agency snapshot, but the forms that you see under the client snapshot, send them those so their web developer or whoever that's helping them with their website adds these ones, because this will be the entry point for all of the traffic that fills in their info, for all of the leads to come in into your system and for you now to be able to manage them. So there you go. This is it. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to, if you have more questions, make sure to book your appointment with a one-on-one setup call representative, and we will be more than happy to help you take this further. All right. So see you later. Good luck on your new ventures.
This is how a client calendar can look like, and this is exactly the round robin option. As you can tell here, we have a little description on the calendar. Here we have the time and the dates. So as soon as somebody books an appointment, then the workflow that we mentioned, their corresponding workflow would come in place here. So this is very important for you guys to see, to have an idea how the calendars look like. It's very similar to Calendly, but I will say it's even better because you're able to link all of this for free. So I'm just saying this is way better to use. Hey there, so now I want you to walk me through a client's account. We're going to launch a review campaign. And I want you to see all the workflow, how everything works, and also the reviews AI, how this works. And it's really amazing. So I will walk you through every step from adding the list of contacts, activating the workflow, and, just to see everything work. So let's get into it. I'll just go straight to my client's account right here. All right, so first of all, beforehand, what I did is this client shared with me the list of their prospects, right? Sorry, no, it's not for their prospects. It's for their past clients. I'm sorry. He sent me the list of his past clients from 2022. So it's been a little bit, I know, but it's okay. We can work with anything. So when he sent me this list, it was on an Excel sheet and it was very disorganized. So I literally copied and pasted the list into ChatGPT. And I asked ChatGPT to organize the list in a table with name, email, a phone number. That's it, no additional info. So I copied that list and now I saved it into the Google Sheets, but you can also use your own Excel if you have it. And I saved it in comma separated values, which is CSV. It gives you the option there. Just save it in that, and then after that, your list is good to be uploaded here in GoHighLevel. Now, I am on the client's account. I'll go straight to contacts. There you go. Now here, this is where we have a bunch of options. When you add just a single contact, you do it right here. This is where we have the pipeline changes. This is where we add somebody to a workflow, and so on and on. So here, let's go all the way here. Export contacts or import contacts. So let's go right there. Now upload a file, and here it says all .csv file types only. I already have that. So let me open this. Amazing. Perfect. Next. The second thing is we must allocate them in a map. So it's basically here we need to know if this is a name, an email, or what nature of information we're getting from the list. So this is a name, this is an email, and this is a phone number. That's literally all you need. Wait, what is it? This is phone number. Oh, there you go. Perfect. And then you click on next. And now here is what we need to be very careful with. First of all, yes, you want to create a list of contacts from this import. Now from here, I do like to add, of course, date is very important, but I like to add now the title of what this is for. So this is a review campaign. And this is for his list of contacts, 22 clients, and then the date. I mean, it can be too long, it's fine, but I mean, you want to know exactly what those contacts are being used for. So be as specific as you can. Now, after that, we will click on advanced. Now, from here, the system will find contacts based on, existing information that you have. So here you can select phone, email, whichever. So I'll just do phone because mostly the follow-ups will be with text messages. So those that do not have a phone number, they will just be sent the email. It's not as relevant. Just select what you want. You can add a tag from here, but I will not add a tag to this contact because the workflow will automatically add them to a tag. And that's all that we need. We don't need to add more. Now, do not add new contacts to a workflow or campaign because what we'll do if you select this one, as soon as you submit the list, it will send everyone into the workflow. And what if it's a 4,000 contacts and you don't have, enough space for your client to follow up with them, or a lot of things can go wrong. Or what if the workflow messages that you set up for the client do not even have your client's company name, or so there's a lot of things that can go wrong. So please do not please never add them to the workflow when you submit this. So this is all that we need to do. Just the name. This is way too long, I'm sorry you guys, but it's fine. And just add this, create a list of contacts, etc. We're good. Now let's just submit. Oh, sorry. I have to confirm that everyone has consent from that way. Yeah, they're all consented. Now here, the file is being processed. You can click here to view progress. It takes a few minutes. Let's see. Oh, it's already complete. So now if you come here, you can see the list. And here we have them all. It all looks nice and organized, very clean page. We have almost 300 contacts. So now from here, what we'll do is now we have to start the campaign. So let's get into it. All right, so now before we jump into adding them to the workflow, I want to show you the reviews AI setting right here. Of course, I have ran this campaign for this client in a couple times, so he's been getting a bunch of reviews from us, and this is his favorite tool that we have. That's why he's trying to pull contacts, his clients from all history, because he just loves the system and the follow-up that we have, which you have access to. But now let me go straight to reputation, because here we have enabled the review AIs, and I want you to see how this works. So as soon as someone published a review, this is a response that the system does. And you can see here that it says, reply by reviews AI. Amazing. Here we have a great review from someone, and here we just responded automatically. Thank you so much for your review, Nadia. We're delighted to hear that you had such a positive experience with da-da-da. He indeed exemplifies the dedication and expertise we strive for at name of company. Your satisfaction is our highest priority, and we look forward to continue providing outstanding service. I mean, it's very professional. It's very cute. I like it. Then we have someone else that just said, I had a great experience, competent and professional. Oh, thank you, name of client, for your kind words. We're pleased to hear that our services met your expectations. Thanks for choosing us. I mean, that's really cute. And as you can tell, for example, this review was sent at 11:08 a.m. And then AI responded at 11:19 a.m. So it's not, as soon as someone leaves a review. So this makes it look a bit more organic, more like, okay, there's a space, somebody came in and is checking, but it's not like immediate. That would be like, this is a robot, right? But no, the goal here is to make it look like this. So this is very cool. Now, I want to go straight to the automation now that will be sent. Here we have review management. And this is the one that we want. Past customers ask for review. I'm very excited to show you. So, okay, we have the trigger here. That's why I mentioned do not add the tag, because a tag will literally launch the whole workflow, because this is the trigger. So whenever we add someone to the workflow, they are automatically tagged, and then the rest of the sections start coming in as a chain reaction. Review campaign. Now, this is the first text message that they get. You can fully customize this. Hey, contact first name. This is name of business owner with name of company. I hope you remember me. I installed your equipment for in the past. This is for 2022, so of course, in the past. I was hoping you could take a quick second to give us a rating based on our performance. It would really help us out in improving our customer service. Leave your review here, and then we have the link. What does that link take them to? You want me to show you? Okay, I'll show you in a second. Because I have to switch tabs and I'm not allowed to record that, so I'll do it in a second. Then from there, they are sent an email with something really, casual. Hey, contact first name, just a quick question. People are like, oh, okay. Hey, basically it is the same. Just leave your review here, and then we have the signature of their company name, company's owner, and their name of the company. Now, the system here will track if the contact clicked on the link here. If they click on the link, then the automation stops. Here it waits for 1 day, right? Holds for a contact for a specific time until a condition exists or until the contact replies. They can be like, oh, sure, thank you, I'll do it, or whatever. Oh, review sent. Okay, perfect. And the workflow stops. And if they click on the review link as well, it will stop the workflow. Now, then we send them a follow up, which is just a reminder. It only takes 10 seconds to leave a review on Google. Thank you, smiley face, and then the link of the review link. And now here we have another follow-up email. Please leave a review, 10 seconds only. It came a little bit needy, but I mean, we want that. All right, just a reminder, ta-da-da. Perfect. And then they're removed from the workflow. We don't want to keep bugging on people that are just not responding. But this will totally, this follow-up system, as you can tell, it's very nice, it's gentle, it's not too, how do you call it? Like we're not on top of the people and bugging them at all. So this is important to have. Now I will show you exactly where this link is taking us, because that is exactly how we are vetting the bad reviews. And it's not because some people say, oh, you don't want people to see the bad experiences from that business. Not really. We're using exactly the same system as any app does it on your phone. Have you ever got that little notification saying, hey, please tell us a rating. Are you enjoying this experience? Yes, no. And then it takes you to our review page. It's exactly the same. And what we've noticed is that sometimes, most of the cases, the bad reviews that our clients get are not much related with the quality of their work, but they're more related with like, oh, this worker was rude, or hey, like they didn't clean this part, and then they leave a 1-star review. That completely destroys their Google reputation, and it can affect other people's judgment on the business. It's very important to note that this is exactly as it works if you're shopping online. When you go to Amazon or any other company, you don't go to the cheapest. Usually, you don't go to the cheapest. You don't want that. You want to go to the highest rated. And that's what we're doing for our clients. And this is ensuring that they will get only 5-star reviews if they go through our system. Because anybody can just go straight to Google and leave a bad review. I mean, we're not stopping anybody from doing that. But at least we're leaving room for people that whenever they want to share a bad review, our client will be notified via email. And our system will follow up with them. And we want our client to know what's going on for sure, so they can take action and then even contact the person that's not happy with their service and see how they can come to a solution, right? But that's very different into coming in and hurting your client's reputation online, because you cannot remove a Google review. It's very hard, almost impossible. And I mean, this is a very different conversation that we're having. So this is what we want, to keep everything very ethical and to keep everything in place, making sure that we help our clients grow and have credibility over their main competitors, because this is a very nice tool that we can do for them. Wow, that was a speech. All right, but now let's go straight to adding the contacts to the workflow. All right, so here we have, this is a list. Now you come to add to automation. Oh, sorry. I have to select them all first. You click here and then wait, no. Guys, I was messing it up. Okay, don't do what I just did. Go straight to the name of the list that you want. Go to the list. We're here. I figured something was weird because I knew it wasn't even 300, So now here I know it's 259 records. So I click here. Okay, they are all selected. Add to automation. Okay, proceed. And now we select the workflow. You know what? Let's just do a test first, like I mentioned. For best practices, let's just unselect them all and go to the first person, and let's just do a test. Always test them, just like I mentioned. As customers ask for review, I'll show you how to do it in a moment when we add it in drip mode, because we don't want to send the campaign to everyone at once. But in this case, we're just going to add it all at once because this is a test. There you go. Just add it to the automation. Okay, perfect. Now let's go straight to the conversations tab. And you have to go to all. There you go. Here we go. Hey, name of customer. Oh, and the email is also sent already. You see, this is very quick. Hey, name of customer. This is ta-da-da. I hope you remember me. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, email sent. Amazing as well. Everything looks good. Things to look at. You have your client's name in place, the company name, the link. Let's see if the link works. Let's open it. It's directing me to another page. So give me 1 second. This is where the client is being taken to. You will add your client's logo right here. And on the background, you will add something relevant to their business. If they are a home remodeling, a hair salon, whatever that it is, something relevant. At the bottom, privacy policy, all of these things, whatever. But now this is what you see. How would you rate us? Now, of course, if it's 5 stars, it will direct them straight to Google My Business. So I'm not going to send us just right there because it's still, it's sensitive information with the client. And then from here, if it's below 3 stars, let's say we do 2 stars, this is how it looks. Please explain how we can improve our services, right? So now whenever someone leaves a bad review here, another workflow is initiated where we will tag the person with negative feedback, and the system within 15 minutes will reply with them through email as well. So we want to make sure that these people are being follow up, because your client will also receive an email notification that they received a negative review. Now, the other question that is very important, how do you link up that funnel straight to Google My Business? Now, this is very important. Before anything, whenever you are setting up your client's account, it's very important to, first of all, as I mentioned, you have to link up here the Google Business thing. Sometimes it disconnects, but it's no issue. I just clicked on connect and now we're good. Once you connect this, you will confirm under integrations, like I showed you earlier, that their business page is added. Now, once you have that, you'll go straight to reputation. Now from here, if you click on requests, no, it's not there. I think it's settings. They're moving things around here. It's not my fault. So you go to review link. Oh, first of all, here you have reviews AI. This is auto responses. This is already added. This is how you set it up right here. Now let's go to review link. You will copy this. As a rule of thumb, whenever you have a new snapshot added to your account, always check the custom values. They are there for a reason. And in this case, this is crucial for this campaign to work. Now, you copy this link and you will go straight to settings. Custom values, and you will find one that will say Google My Business link or Google review link. It is right here. And it is already added. So you should have no issues with that. After that, we're good to go. So this is very important when you're doing your client's onboarding. Always link this up. Now, when I was telling you about the reviews AI, you just have it right here. You just come to settings under the reputation section. Here you can have it off. You can have suggestive responses that it will literally tell you, oh, you can respond like this or like that, whatever. But always have it on. It's actually nice that it shows good engagement on your client's account. And also when there's even when there's bad feedback or something, it apologizes, and that looks so good on a client. But of course, your client shall not get any bad reviews because we're implementing a very strong system that will help them have a better reputation. All right. So now let's move on here with adding them all to the campaign. Oh, I was about to do the same thing. Don't be like me, please. All right. Let's go here and select them all. Select all 259 records. We are on the right list, please. Don't mess it up like me. But okay, they're all right here. Now let's click on Add to Automation. Okay, proceed. By the way, you notice I added the same girl again, the same contact. It will not double send them the campaign. Like it just does duplicate actions because she already is marked with the review campaign like tag, so you'll have no issues with that. So we were just doing a test. The test came amazing. I click on the link. It actually takes us to the page that we want. And then from there, it also takes you to their Google My Business page. It's all already linked up. Now, let's select the workflow again, and let's just add it in a drip mode now. The action is here, rep management. I think is the third one already. And we will start it right now. So here you have to be very precise with the time. And sometimes your client's account can be in another time zone. So always have that in consideration. Right now I am on Pacific time and my client is also on Pacific time. So we're good with that. Now today is Thursday. And it's 4:26. Let's do 29, a little bit more. Now, this is important, batch quantity. You can either do 50 or 20, but I wouldn't suggest to do more than that. So this is how many will be sent per day, how many requests. So in this case, because it's reviews, you can do 50. When is, for example, a database reactivation campaign, which is literally set exactly the same, and I'll show you how it looks like, but you will add them to the automation. Is exactly the same steps as I'm doing right now, from adding the contact list to this part and also doing your tests. But with that, I will do less because you want your client to have room to follow up with them as well in case that somebody is interested in that service. Because remember that the database reactivation campaign, and of course we will talk about it in a moment, that one is for those prospects that did not turn into a client. And we want to send them an offer they cannot refuse. So now here we will do repeat after 1 day, and I'll just exclude the weekends. But you can do as you'd like, perhaps also on Saturday. And you start here, it's important also to set a time, and you always want to do the work hours from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., or you can even do it until 6. I'll just extend it to 6 p.m. because we're starting the campaign a bit late in the day. I like to start them very early in the morning, but it's no issue. All right, perfect. So from here, we'll add them to the automation. It's okay to get nervous before you do this. I always get nervous, even though I've done it thousands of times. I'm like, okay, everything looks good. We have the right list. You can see it here. Action, the time. Okay, see 1 more minute. Batch quantity. We're good. All right, add to automation. Don't close your eyes, Christina. Okay, you got it. Perfect. So let's take a look at the progress here. And here we have it. We can just wait 1 more minute, and now you'll see how everything will start coming through. We'll go to conversations, and you'll see. There you go. Here we're sending them. They're coming through. I want to move this. You got a bit slow because I'm sending tons of messages. There you go. It's all coming through. There's no turn back on this. Now that I show you how it looks, if we go to automation, you will see how this looks. It's cool because it literally tracks everything to the T. Review management. And here we have. So We have 48 active enrolled. What does this mean? It means that the workflow has not been fully delivered because it's by stages. So right now, on the 50 that we sent right now, must be two left to be sent because it's sending everything in bulk. But those 50 that we sent, they are on the waiting for a response. Then whenever they click on the link or they respond or they do not respond or whatever, then the workflow will continue. So from there, we can see how many clicked on the link. This is from past campaigns, as you can tell. So right now must be zero still. And here, negative feedback. We also know when we have someone with a bad review. So this is what you have. So we have it from 1, 2, and 3 rating. And this is the email thanking them for their feedback. And you can, of course, change it right here. Contact first name. Thank you for sharing your experience with us. Our management team is reviewing your feedback so we can ensure that neither you nor any of the other valued customers have the same experience again. We value feedback like this because it helps us grow in our ability to provide excellent service, which is true. That's what matters. Please let me know if there's anything else I can do. As you can tell, here we have enter a notification to the client, and we tell them, hey, you got a negative feedback form submitted. Hey, name, da da da. Just this person just provided negative feedback on their experience. Here's what they gave you out of 5, if applicable. Contact rate, and this is the feedback. Reach out to them as soon as possible to remedy the experience, and this is their phone and email. So it's important to tell your client as well, please follow up on this. But as you can tell from this client, we've sent so many, and there's only one bad review that was, you know, so it wasn't a big issue. She was able to fix everything real quick with the person that was a bit upset. So yeah, that's even better, you see. But now let's see on the conversations again. It looks like everything has been sent already. You see, this is a name. This was not sent. Let's see why. The system will always tell you why it wasn't sent. This is a landline. Okay, I figured. But still, they got their email, so they're still being contacted. All right. Well, this is the review campaign. This is how to launch any campaign with GoHighLevel. So this also will be applicable to database reactivation. So let's jump into that right now. Thank you. Are you ready for the database reactivation campaign? Let's go into it. So here we are at the workflows, and let me show you what this looks like. It's yet simple but effective. Now, what matters is, of course, the offer, but the follow-up. The follow-up is really what we need in order to get higher responses here, and that they know that we're serious, but also the tone. You don't want to sound too robotic, too marketing or whatever. You want to sound just as if your client is literally manually texting each prospect, right? So this is how it goes. Again, as soon as we add, this is not automatically added. Remember that you have to add them to the workflow when exactly how we just did it with the reviews. Now, this is the email that they get. So something that you might see here is you look at this, right? And this is also part of the custom values. That's why I'm telling you, as a rule of thumb, always look at the custom values and fill them out as soon as you get a new snapshot. And always be familiarized with the custom values because snapshots can have multiple and you need to know where it's coming from, okay? So now here, under the custom values, we add the company name, the company email, etc. So it will all come through their email with their name, right? Not with what's here in GoHighLevel. So here we tell them, and you can also change this and you can just add anything else if you'd like, but here we have it already automatically added for you so you don't have to come in every workflow and change this section. It's easier to just go to custom values and edit the information there. Now, Christina, are you there? You know you have the contact first name. And we send them this email. Hey, Christina, I tried to text you at, and then phone number. I wanted to reach out because my team and I are doing a special this week and giving 1,000 off coupons since we have some extra supplies. Only catch is we can only bring on 3 clients while supplies last. Thought you might be interested. Let me know. No worries either way. This is amazing. First of all, whenever someone says a discount, they always think bad of it. They always say like, "Oh, it's too good to be true." But in this case, we're actually giving them a very valid reason why we have a discount. It's because we have some extra supplies and we want to take them off our storage or whatever that we have, and we can only bring 3 people. So we're also having some scarcity here. We're playing with their minds, not to me like that, but if they really need the service and they've been hesitating about it a lot, it's like this is your shot to get it at a better price than usual. And now here we're only bringing 3 clients while supplies last. Thought you might be interested. Let me know. No worries either. Where you're not being pushy, you're being super sweet, super respectful, and straight to the point. Now then we send them a text message, which is exactly something very similar. And then the system waits for 24 hours and we wait for a contact reply. They can say, "Wow, I'm excited. Yes, thank you. I want it. I want more info," whatever. Or they can say stop. If they say stop, the system automatically takes them off the workflow and they're not contacted again. So whatever that they respond, right? If they reply, if they reply with whatever reply that they have, your client will be notified about it via email. You got a new customer response from, and their name, and then the message body. The response came from this number. Good. You don't need anything else, and the subject of the email is new lead response. That's all that they need to know. Now, from here, we send, if they do not respond though in 24 hours, we're like, contact first name, Christina, question mark. Did you get my text yesterday? I only have 2 spots left for the coupon. Let me know if I shall save you a spot while we have the extra supplies. Respond back with yes or no so I know whether to save you a spot or no. Enjoy your day. And then an emoji. This is also beautiful. And don't be afraid of sometimes adding a little misspelled, a little like you forgot a comma or something, because that also makes it look more casual. Of course, it depends on your niche. If you are directed to doctors, you don't want that. But in overall, it's best to sound very normal and personal than very like, "Oh, excuse me, sir." There's a big difference there. But of course, it depends a lot on the niche. Now that's it. And then if they don't respond from there, it's fine. They were not interested. But if they do respond from here as well, your client will be notified. So this is gorgeous. Any questions? Let me know in the comments. I'm excited. And now this client also told me that he has another product that he wants to advertise. So I literally just duplicated this workflow and I changed the name of the workflow and I added different offers and we launched this as well. So it was fun. It was fun to play with it. But I will never do drastic changes, especially in the structure of the workflow, if I'm not too experienced with this. So if you want to change the messages and everything, perfect, do it from here. But if you have other suggestions or other things that you want to play with, I will suggest you to work on it from a duplicate. So now you can see, oh wait, mine is not working. What's happening? And now you can see, oh, this one, this is how it should be. You have like the structure already set, right? But yeah, this is how it goes. Well, who am I? Well, my name is Christina, and I've been working with Pavlo for over a year now. And I started working for him as his VA, and I was doing the GoHighLevel setup calls within our community, helping members to set up their GoHighLevel accounts from scratch. So I've been learning ever since. It's been such a beautiful journey. I remember being super scared about touching anything with GoHighLevel, but now through practice and making sure that I'm helping more people as possible, this has been an amazing tool for me. So amazing. And let me tell you, so amazing that because of how much exposed I was to Pablo's courses and to all of the live calls with the experts that are within our community, all of the questions that you guys made to me, that made me grow and made me learn. It forced me to get me out of my comfort zone. And thanks to that, now I am also handling clients on our marketing agency. I have already 10 clients that I closed. I went on the sales call with them and I walked them through the whole system. I was able to recognize which product will be best for them, or what service will actually fit their needs. And I'm doing all the client relationship, managing their accounts. So it's been such a beautiful, very rewarding experience. Don't give up in the beginning. I was concerned about everything. I was concerned about not wanting to click on anything. I was concerned on a sales call. I felt that the client knew more than me, which of course they do not know. It's kind of weird. And even I've had clients that are very tech savvy, but still they're blown away with everything that we have because it's an all-in-one platform. I have had clients that they have been using everything that's on the side and they're spending tons of money. And when I tell them about our custom software that was set up for them exclusively, they go away. They're like, they just losing their minds. So I feel like if I could do it, I wanted to share a little bit about my journey because I feel that if I could do it, I'm 100% sure that you guys can also do it. So let's say to give you certain timelines, which is a very personal journey, of course. Everyone has its own different pace on growing and learning. I was 6 months doing the setup calls, and then I've been doing sales for 4 months. And I mean, I have already 10 clients and I'm having so much fun with them. I think one of my biggest lessons have been just be authentic with your clients. Let them get to know you. Let them actually, see who you really are. Don't try to pose into like, oh, no, 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 I'm super savvy. I'm an expert and you're actually not. I feel like that's what's been helping me a lot with the client relationship overall. Because believe me, I've tried to seem like I was an expert and it didn't go well. But anyways, I wanted to share a little bit about my journey, a little bit about how I got involved into this amazing go high level world, into the marketing agency, which is what we're more focused on. But remember that you can also be a coach. And just like I mentioned, I am a dietitian, and it would be amazing to also use go high level for a coaching company if I want to have one, and which perhaps, who knows, right? So that's a cool part. It opens a whole world for you. There's no limits into how you can actually help others either grow their business, how can you make more money, help your family as well. So I think it's a win-win for everybody. Please do not feel that you're alone in this journey. We're here to help you. We have a very effective and strong support team, aside from Go High Level, because Go High Level alone offers a lot of support, and they have this Go High Level Zoom call that they can help you. But we like to take it above and beyond and personalize it and have one-on-one calls with you and making sure that you're on the right path. And I know there's ups and downs, but believe me, it's all about being okay with being uncomfortable, because that's the only way that you can get out of your comfort zone. So thank you so much for watching. I am very excited for this, for your journey. Please keep asking questions. That helps us grow and improve. And also, my mom had a little saying that she said, it's best to be stupid or to be a fool for 5 minutes than your whole life. So if you never ask, you'll never know. But thank you so much. I appreciate your time. See you later.